the Inland Empire's home for NASCAR. Fox Sports 1350. KTDD.
Now live in the city of Riverside at RCC Stadium, it's Coach B.
and Eternal with Fox Sports 1350. Game of the week.
And we are coming to you from RCC Stadium, located on the campus of Riverside City College. It's tonight Fox Sports 1350 College Game of the Week, along with my IE Sportsnet co-host, Eternal Eddie. I am Brian, Coach B, and we got a little early start. They started a couple of minutes early, but that's okay. RCC has the ball. They started up. They've already run a couple of plays. Number 7, Octa, has made the run. He goes for 5. He goes for 10. He goes for 15 yards. That's the third play for Octa, and Octa's already started off great tonight.
Octa's their featured back, Coach B. You're going to see a lot of Seth Octa. He's one of their featured backs for the Tigers, and he's already put up some good yards this year.
Yes, he has. And the quarterback is in the position. He's ready to go, and he's ready to start off for the RCC Tigers. He's under center, and your quarterback is Octa. There's a power run to the right. He sweeps to the right, and Octa has been the guy all night. And the quarterback for your RCC Tigers is Ian Fever. So Ian is looking good out there. He has his team right now. RCC is moving the ball. They started the ball at their own 30, and now they've already moved the ball to the 30 yards of the Bakersfield team. And we'll get into do our introductions. The game started a little bit early. We had a 7 o'clock start time, but the game started about 2 or 3 minutes early. That's okay. Quick slant by Even Fiber, and he was targeting his receiver. Who'd you see out there?
And that was number 4 for Bakersfield right there. And it looks like what they've done, Coach B, is they switched in Eltro Allen at featured running back.
Absolutely. And when we are at RCC's first home game of the season. They have their traditional home jerseys, which are black, and they're trimmed in white, and they're trimmed in a beige, you would say. Or an orange.
Orange. No,
an orange.
That's orange, Coach B. Oh, guaranteed. Like, it's almost like an Oregon State kind of feel.
And now it looks like we may have a timeout already in the game, so that's going to give us a little bit of time to talk about what's going on with the game. We're really excited to be here on Fox Sports 1350 College Game of the Week. And RCC has been so gracious to us. They've been so nice to us. We will be doing all 5 of RCC home games this season right here on Fox Sports 1350.
Hey, Coach B, let me tell you something. I want to give a big shout-out to the Tiger backers. Obviously, this wouldn't happen without their support. It's a great day for Riverside. We're really excited to be here to support Coach Kraft and the RCC Tigers.
Absolutely. For tonight's matchup, head coach Jeff Chudy and the Bakersfield Renegades come to town to take on head coach Tom Kraft and the Riverside City College Tigers. There's already been a timeout on the field, and it looks like Coach Kraft has got his team out there. He's talking them up. They've got the ball at about the 31-yard line. They're really moving the ball, and they're doing really well. Their quarterback, once again, Ian Fever, is looking really good back there under center. Actually, he's in the shotgun right now. They're back out there in a spread formation. They have 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. They have Fever in the background, and they have their running back ready to go. They send it in motion, which is Malcolm Yoakum. He goes into motion, so there's empty backfields. Fever drops back. He hit quick slant. He targeted number 15, and number 15 was Jacob Hearing, and that was an incomplete pass, and it was broken up on the defense.
Yeah, it was, Coach B. And they're trying to get that little quick pass in here. And what you're seeing, Coach B, is you're seeing 2 teams that are both coming in here 2-0, and they're fighting for this, Coach B.
And that's pretty big. And some big news about that, RCC has been ranked number 1 in the state for all community colleges. So we're back in the gun. They're in spread formation, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Acta is back in the backfield with Ian Fever. Fever drops back. He's looking deep, and he throws it, and it is intercepted. And the interception at the 20-yard line, he returns it to the 30. He returns it to the 35-yard line, which was a big play. It looked like that could have been a potential defensive penalty, but I don't see anything on the field. There's no flags out. So it looks like that's going to be a clean play.
Yes, it was, Coach B. And that was number 4, Justin Cash, a defensive back for Bakersfield for the Renegades. He made a big hit earlier, Coach B, so it looks like that kid's going to be locked in this evening.
And the Renegades have their traditional away jerseys. They kind of look like Nebraska. They're all white, trimmed in red, and they look like the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
And, folks, let me tell you something. The Bakersfield faithful have made the trip, Coach B.
So on your radio dial, Bakersfield, their first time out on the field, they will be headed east on your radio dial as we get ready to get the game going. The ball is spotted at their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10, but it looks like they actually pushed the ball back. The referee pushed it back, and now he spotted the ball at the 25. So for the Bakersfield Renegades, their quarterback is Dalton Gallus. He's in the backfield. He has 3 receivers to his right. He has a tight end to his left, and his running back is in the backfield with him, and that's LaMelo Hill.
And, Coach B, I tell you what, for RCC for defense, I want to talk about a couple spotlight players in just a second.
Quick play to number 8, and that was a quick drop play. So number 8 is Justin Jasmine, and that was a quick little, I would call it a little 5 and out. And he picked up, looks like, about a good 8 yards on that play. So that's a great first play on their offensive set.
Coach B, you want to start looking out for one of RCC's featured defensive linemen. That's going to be David Unifalo. He's a freshman, and he's a big stud out there.
So Bakersfield is back in the gun. He has 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He drops back. He throws the pass, and it's incomplete. And he was targeting number 1, and that's going to be Derek Vickers. So that was, now you're looking at 3rd down. That was an incomplete 2nd down. So you're looking at 3rd down and about 4. Once again, like we said, the ball is now spotted at about the 32. It's between the 32 and the 33-yard line.
And, Coach B, it looks like they're going to go 4 defensive linemen. They got it, the 3 defensive linemen, Coach, 4 down. And they're going to go at them right here, Coach B.
They're in a spread formation, almost intercepted. Spread formation. You had 3 receivers to your left, 1 to your right. They tried to do a quick little pop pass. And that was, once again, that was our quarterback for the Renegades, and that was Dalton Gallus, and that was an incomplete play. So I can tell you right now, RCC and their defensive staff have got to be excited about that, about the fact that they stopped them after that interception, and now they're going to force the punt. And for RCC, you have back to field that punt is going to be Malcolm Yoakum. He's back at his own 32. And it was a muff punt. The ball went over his head. The punter was able to pick it up, and he was able to punt the ball, and the ball trickles down to about the 35-yard line. So the ball gets back to about the original line of scrimmage. So the RCC Tigers are going to be in business. That is a big play.
And Coach B, that was Andrew Friezak with the pressure, sophomore linebacker. He came in there and put a lot of pressure on that punter, and again, he wasn't able to field that punt. Coach B muffed it and has RCC in business.
Absolutely. So RCC is going to start the ball deep in the red zone, so pretty much where they had the ball last time. So they're going to start the ball at the 25-yard line. So they're going to be 1st and 10, and they are in serious business.
Hey, Coach B, I tell you what, we got to get some hair like my guy David Unifalo out there. Look at that. I mean, look at the man on that guy right there.
Absolutely. So they're in the spread formation. Ian is in the backfield. He hands it off to Octa, and Octa spins to the right. He breaks a tackle, and he gets touched down. So Octa picks up about 3 yards on that play.
And Coach B, that was Mason Saber on the tackle right there. It really made a good tackle. He missed him the first time, but he stayed with it and was able to get the tackle for a loss.
And that's why you teach your kids up, you coach them up, and you make sure they stay after the play. So we're in the spread formation. Once again, we have 3 receivers to your left. You have no receivers to your right. You have your running back, Octa, and Fiber in the backfield. Octa just goes, and actually that's not Octa. That's going to be Justin Cash. He goes in motion. He looks at Justin. He looks him off. He goes over the top, and, that was almost intercepted again. Fortunately, that was batted down, and it was not completed. He targeted Malcolm Yoakum on that play on the deep post.
And, Coach B, he's targeting Yoakum, but it looks like the Renegades are with it because they had him double covered. They had one guy up front, had another guy trailing them in the back, Coach B, so they were ready for it, and he almost had another interception.
Yes, and that's one of the things. And when you look at that, you have to. That's good coaching. That's good. That's scouting.
Scouting, exactly.
That is scouting. So once again, we have the spread formation. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to your right. You have your running back in the backfield. You have Fiber. It's a wheel route. He pitches that out to number 22, and number 22 for your RCC Tigers is going to be El Toro Allen. So El Toro picks up about 2 or 3 yards.
And you're going to see him spell a lot for RCC's featured running back, Coach B. So you're going to see a lot of Mr. Allen.
So on 3rd down, that was a 3rd down play because the 2nd down play was an incomplete pass. So it looks like they're going to force a field goal attempt by the RCC Tigers. And back there to kick that extra point, that looks like that's going to be number 82 for your RCC Tigers.
That's going to be Hilfer right there, I believe.
Exactly. So he's going to set up. The punt is up, and the punt is the field goal is no good.
And Coach B, let me tell you something. Before that, Coach B, he came into this game, Coach B, he was 5 of 5. He hasn't missed a field goal yet. So this is the first field goal he's going to miss for this year's football.
So, and that's big. So that was good field position. So RCC, so you on your first set of plays, you had an interception, and now the second time you're out there on the field, you get a missed field goal. So those are the opportunities you have to stay on top of, and you have to cash in. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite the Tigers.
Well, like I said, John Hilfer is their feature. He's a freshman, Coach B, 5 of 5 before that. So, and again, his long, Coach B, is 44 yards, so that's generally in his range.
And the Renegades are back on the field, and they run a power play to the left, and it is a dive up the middle, but it doesn't look like it was too successful for them on that run. So your running back, that's number 44. So 44 for the Renegades is going to be, number 44 is Deion Willis.
And, Coach B, the Tigers, they're really stout up front. They got David Unifalo, and they also have Ernest Bagner.
They're back in the spread formation. They are going on that play. It's a quick pitch, a little wheel route to the running back, and the running back gets up to the line of scrimmage. So doesn't pick up too many yards on that play.
Yeah, again, what you're going to see a lot of right there, Coach B, is RCC's defense, from what we can tell, is built around their line.
Indeed it is. And they go ahead and they go back in the spread formation. You have 2 receivers on your right, 2 receivers on your left. Your quarterback and your running back are in the backfield, and now the quarterback is looking to see what play he can get. He gets a call from his coach, and he's ready. He has his players set. Number 5 for the Renegades is your quarterback, and that's going to be Dalton Gallus. And Gallus, he's getting pressure. Oh, he's getting pressure. He's rolling to the left. He is broke in the backfield. He gets 5 yards. And on a 3rd and 8, he picks up that first down. It looks like he got just enough yards for that first down.
And, Coach B, on the pressure right there, who you saw was number 35 for the Tigers, he was trying to make a play around there, Coach B, but the quarterback was athletic enough to get around that edge.
So you're looking at 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line with 9 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the first quarter from RCC Stadium in downtown Riverside, California. It's still 0-0 in the game. They're back in the spread formation. 2 receivers left. Oh, there was a fumble. There was a bobbling of the snap. The quarterback was in the shotgun, but it looks like he mishandled that snap on first down. And when you're in the shotgun, you're deep in the backfield, so it looks like he lost about 6 yards on that play.
And, Coach B, again, guess who that was? Ernest Bagner, who leads the Tigers with 4 tackles for a loss, Coach B. So he's going to pack the stat sheet a little bit. That's going to be his 5th tackle right there for a loss on the season.
So once again, the Renegades, it's 2nd down and about 18. They're in the backfield. Number 5 is he tosses the ball, and it is tipped at the line of scrimmage, which was a great pay for the RCC Tigers to come up. And that was once again your Renegades.
Yeah, that's going to be Silas Stewart, Coach B, a sophomore, 6'2", 215, and he's out of it looks like he's out of Wilmington, Delaware, Coach B. Great play on the outside.
Dalton Gallus with the quarterback with the incomplete pass, and once again they're in spread formation. 2 receivers to your right, 2 receivers to your left, your quarterback and your running back in the backfield. That's going to be Dallas, and then his running back, and it is a quick wheel route, and it looks like that was a lateral pass. No, it wasn't. They finally considered it to be an incomplete. You didn't hear the whistle, and that was Isaiah Jones at running back that he was targeting on that play. So the one thing I can absolutely say from what I see on early assessment is the defensive coordinators for RCC has got to be excited because they have showed up to play tonight.
Well, the Renegades made the trip from Bakersfield, Coach B, 2-0. So they wanted to come here, and they came here with a purpose to win this football game. Coach
So once again, the Renegades are here to punt, and number 11 for the RCC Tigers, who's going to be Malcolm Yoakum, is back to get it. He catches the ball at his own 30, and he makes a run. He picks up about 4 yards on that play.
Takes the ball. He's back on immediately right there by number 81, Bakersfield.
So Malik makes that. Malik Yoakum makes that reception, and he gets the ball out to about the 34-yard line. So with the Tigers coming back out, we have them trotting back on the field, and they have 2 of their featured offensive players, the quarterback, which is going to be number 10 for you. That's going to be Ian Feber. He is your quarterback, and then you have Seth Octa in the backfield. And I'm so happy before the game I saw his family, and they corrected me and let me know his name, correct pronunciation of his name is Octa. And they're in the spread formation. And speaking of Octa, he gets the dive play, and he picks up about 3 or 4 yards. The ball was originally placed at about the 34-yard line, and it looks like he picked up about 3 or 4 yards. It's second down in about 6. And once again, we have 8 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the first quarter from RCC Stadium. Octa once again in spread formation. He gets 5 yards. He gets 10 yards. He is sweeping to the left. He has a lane. He has a crease. 10, 20, 25. He's at the 20. He picked up about 35, 40 yards on that play, and Octa was ready to get to that end zone.
Coach, Seth Octa is the featured back for the Riverside Community College Tigers, Coach B. Came into the game, 29 rush attempts, 167 yards, averaging 5 yards a carry, Coach B.
Absolutely. So now the ball is placed they're deep in Renegades territory. The ball is placed at the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for the Tigers, and they are in business. In the backfield, again, it's Ian Fever. They are in a shotgun trips formation. They hand the ball off to number 22. He dances in the backfield, and number 22 for RCC is going to be El Toro Allen. And it looks like on first down he lost about 4 or 5 yards on that play.
He was brought down by number 51 for the Renegades, Joseph Fanaka, and he's a defensive lineman, freshman, 6'3", and goes about, they said about 200 pounds or so, Coach B.
So he's a big boy. So once again, they're in the spread formation. 2 receivers to your right and your left. Your running back is in the backfield, and that's going to be El Toro Allen. He fakes it to El Toro. He pitches it out to number 11, Malik Yoakum, and Yoakum picks up on a second down play. He picked up almost enough for a first down there.
And, Coach B, they're going to see a lot of Malik Yoakum. He's a sophomore. He's coming in here. Before this, Coach B came into the game with 14 receptions, 134 yards.
So on third down and about 3 to go, the ball is placed at about the 16-yard line. RCC Tigers are in business.
Indeed.
So it is a spread formation. Hands the ball off to number 22. He picks up 5. He picks up, you see a helmet pop, and I saw there's a flag on the field, so there is some laundry out there on the field.
And, Coach B, what you see on there is you see like the thunder and lightning dynamic with Allen and our guy Octa. Really good running back for RCC. Octa is one of their feature backs, has a lot of electricity, Coach B. You can see he can get up the field. What a great run, getting all the way on the outside, Coach B, and still able to get upfield and has the RCC Tigers in great position.
So that penalty was on RCC, and boy, was that a big one. That pushes them back. Now you're looking at third down and about 12 or 13 to go. So they're back in spread formation. 2 receivers to your right, 2 receivers to your left. Octa and Fiber in the backfield. There's another flag on the field.
Wow, Coach, that may be offensive.
So there's flags everywhere.
Defense, 12 men on the field.
All right, 12 men on the field. Well, looks like they got it back. 12 men on the field, Coach.
12 men on the field, so that should be a 5-yarder for them. So that's going to help. That's going to get them a little bit closer. So now you're looking at third down and about 7 or 8 yards. A spread formation, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers to your left. Ivan Fiber and Octa in the backfield. He fakes it to Octa. He rolls to the right. He looks for his receiver right on the end zone. Boy, did he tiptoe on the end zone, but there is a penalty. That may be him going out of bounds and coming back in when you see that, when the referee takes their hat off. So we're going to sit here and wait for that call. And that if that stands, that would be illegal touching.
And, Coach B, that was number 83 for the...
Illegal touching on a reception, however, the player...
So there was no pitch.
When he received the ball, therefore it's incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass.
So you were right, Coach B. He said illegal touching. So he went out of bounds and came back in, and obviously that's illegal. You can't do that, so it's going to be incomplete pass.
That is an incomplete pass, and boy, that's something. RCC we're looking at in the first quarter, 6 minutes, 28 seconds to go. It is fourth down. They're going to go ahead and they're going to try another field goal to attempt. So we're going to see if this is going to be a good one for them. And out there to attempt that is going to be number 82, and that's John Hilfer. So let's see. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. So that is a second missed field goals.
And like I said, Coach, John Hilford, Coach B, came into the game 5 of 5, had missed a field goal all season. So this is the shocker, Coach B, for the Tigers.
Yes, it is. Indeed, it is. So now the Renegades, the Bakersfield Renegades, come back on the field, and their defensive coordinator has got to be excited as well because they've given RCC 2 prime opportunities to score, and they've held them to 0 points.
Incredible, Coach B. I mean, obviously, I'm certain Coach Kraft is going to talk to that kicker at halftime.
Absolutely. So the Renegades are in spread formation, 2 receivers left, two receivers to his left, 2 to his right. He hands the ball off to number 2 for the Renegades. So number 2 for the Renegades is going to be Lohidum Hill.
And Coach B, again, making the tackle right there was Ernest Wagner. He's one of their featured defensive linemen, Coach B, came into the game. He's a sophomore with 10 tackles.
Mm-hmm. So the Renegades, after picking up about 2 yards, you're looking at 2nd down and about 8. The ball is spotted at the 23-yard line. Hands the ball off. It's another power run to the right, and that was a handoff to number 1, Derek Vickers. And it looks like Derek Vickers didn't really get very much. RCC defense has showed up tonight.
Coach B, I told you, it's their defensive line. Another play by one of the featured guys I told you about, David Unifalo. He's a freshman defensive tackle. Came into the game, Coach B, 15 tackles and 3 tackles for a loss.
So with that, the Renegades are back up. It's 3rd down, and you have about 8 to go. They're in spread formation, 2 receivers to your right, 2 receivers to your left. They came up to the line of scrimmage, didn't like something they saw. They looked to the sidelines, and they got the call from their coach. So number 5, Dalton Gallus, he drops back, and he's getting pressure. Oh, he's getting pressure. He breaks the pocket. He picks up about this is going to be very close, and it looks like they're going to give him the 1st down.
Oh, yeah.
So on 3rd down, he needed about 8 yards, and it looks like he got about 10.
It looks like Coach Kraft may have to drop a spy on that, Coach B, because that quarterback, number 10, is shifty for the Renegades.
Absolutely. And I know the defensive coordinator, James Koo, is going to make the adjustments needed, and they'll get the boys ready. So they're back in spread formation. You have 2 receivers to your right, 1 to your left, your quarterback, and your running back in the backfield. They hand off to number 2, and he gets blasted in the backfield. And I mean, he got absolutely blasted on that play.
Coach, I'm telling you, Coach B, the defensive line is making a statement. They're going to go ahead and bring out David Unifalo. But right now, Coach B, David Unifalo is the leading tackler for the Tigers. Came into the game again with 15 tackles, and you can see he's making his presence known.
So that was number 2, Lamisho Hill. And now he trots off the field, and the Renegades are back set up. They have 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. They have 2 running backs and a quarterback in the backfield. In the shotgun, he drops back, and he's looking deep. And he breaks that pocket again. He gets pressure, and he scrambles again. And on that scramble, on 2nd down and about 12, he picked up about 7 yards. And that may turn out to be an issue in this game.
Hey, Coach, again, Dalton Gallus, and he is doing a really good job of setting up his blockers right there, Coach B, and making some yards with it. And again, like I said, Coach B, he's a shifty back, so it's difficult to kind of find him.
So with 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the 1st quarter from RCC Stadium, the RCC Tigers are taking on the Bakersfield Renegades. Bakersfield has the ball now spotted at about their own 40-yard line. 3rd down and about 5 to go. The spread formation, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right, and he drops back, intercepted by number 2, and that's going to be Tarek Lewis. And Tarek, he's shaking, he's dancing. He picks up 5 yards. He picks up 10 yards. So that is an interception and a big play for those RCC Tigers.
Great.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Great play for Tarek Lewis for the RCC Tigers. Sophomore out of Florida, Coach B, came up, the quarterback overthrew, and he was able to sit there, really watch him, and make the interception and get some yards.
Absolutely. So the Tigers are going to be 1st and 10. The ball is spotted and they're in Bakersfield. They're at Bakersfield 45-yard line, so they're in business. So this is the 3rd time they've had the ball on the other side of the 50. So we're going to see what they can do with 3 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the 1st quarter. This game is still 0-0. RCC's had opportunities, 2 missed field goals. So they are in a spread formation, a quick pitch to number 13, and on that play, number 13 for your RCC Tigers is going to be Tamel Davis. And on that play, it looks like it was a loss on the 1st down, so that was a loss of about 5 yards. It was a quick pitch. It was like a bubble route to the receiver out of the backfield, and now the ball is spotted at about the goatee of the Tiger on the 50-yard line.
And Coach Kraft was not excited about the execution of that play, Coach B.
So we are, again, in spread formation. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers to your left. You got your quarterback, Ian Fiber, in the backfield, and he has Octa in the backfield. Fake the dive to Octa. He's looking, and he goes over the top. Intercepted. Interception on the play for the Renegades by number 6. That's going to be Bobby Robinson. And while we have a moment, while we switch from offense to defense, Riverside City College Football Game of the Week broadcast on Fox 1350 is brought to you in part by the RCC Tigerbackers. The Tigerbackers have supported Riverside City Tigers athletics since 1980. Their mission is to support and supply resources to Riverside City College athletic programs while enriching the lives of student athletes and increasing community involvement. Athletic coaches, staff, and president ask for your help in supporting athletes by becoming a Tigerbacker. Your annual membership directly impacts nearly 500 student athletes. The athletic department funds 18 athletic programs, and in order for them to thrive, the department needs your assistance. It is a team effort, and Riverside City College cannot do it without you. For more information about joining the Tigerbackers, call RCCD Foundation at 951-222-8626. That's 951-222-8626, or log on to riversideathletics.com/support/Tigerbackers. That's rccathletics.com/support/Tigerbackers. RCCD Foundation is a 503 not-for-profit corporation. So we had a quick play here, and it is second down for the Renegades, and that was an incomplete pass. So you had second and about 8. So now we're looking at third down now. We're still in the first quarter. It's still the first quarter, still 0-0. 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go. And how amazing is the stadium?
Coach B, it's a really, really nice facility. Again, you know, the history, Coach B, I mean, RCC, the program has just been historical. It's been really, in terms of being here in Riverside, it's something special, Coach B. We're really excited to be here.
So the Renegades are in shotgun. He's getting pressure, and he has to throw the ball away. The RCC Renegades were in spread formation. 2 receivers to your right, 2 to your left, quarterback and running back in the backfield. And I tell you, on that play, Dalton Gallows was feeling the heat.
Coach B, and what I see down here, we may be looking at a quarterback change, Coach B. I see number 1, and it looks like that's Derek Vickers, out of sophomore, out of Bakersfield, California. Wait, my fault. I apologize. That's Colin Anderson. Excuse me. Colin Anderson, sophomore quarterback out of Durham, North Carolina. I apologize. You look like he's warming up, Coach B.
So Bakersfield is back to punt, and once again to receive that punt is 11, Malik Yoakum. He lets the ball bounce over his head. It may have been a mistake. The ball takes a Renegade bounce at the 10 bounce, and it rolls down to the 5-yard line. So actually, the referee are going to spot it at the 4-yard line.
Tough bounce on that. As you said, that looked like something Yoakum should have went ahead and fielded, because it looks like they compromised roughly about 10 yards on that, Coach B.
And in those situations, we get it. When you're getting the pressure and you feel someone on you, it's better to get the ball at the 4 than, I guess, to risk a muff. Indeed. So as you said, there was a quarterback change. So trotting out on the field for the RCC Tigers is Colin Anderson. So he has a shotgun, trips 3 receivers to his left, no receiver to his right. His quarterback and running back in the back. It's a handoff, a quick dive, and that's going to be to number 22 for the RCC Tigers, and that's going to be El Toro Allen.
And it looks like he got roughly about 2, maybe 3 yards on this, Coach B. We're going to see what these Tigers do in terms of maybe they speed the pace up a little bit, and let's get the Renegades on their heel.
And that was a big play on 4th down, as you say. So now you're looking at second down. He picked up about 4, so you're looking at second down and about 6. And the ball is spotted at about the 7-yard line. So that is a sweep pass. El Toro, he picks it up. He did sweep right, and he picks up about 5 yards on that play. And that's all you really ask for. You just want to get out of harm's way.
And that's what it is, Coach B. And like I said, the uniqueness with the 2 backs. Allen, smooth running back. And when you see Seth Octa, he's in there. He's running with power. He's running with intention to do some harm to the Renegades, Coach B.
RCC once again set up in shotgun, trips for 3 receivers to your left, 1 to the right, quarterback in the backfield, quick slant. Oh, boy, was that dangerous. That was a quick slant where Colin Anderson was targeting his receiver. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage, and the ball bounced in the air. That's scary when you're that deep, and when you're that deep in your own territory, because the Renegades could have tiptoed in the end zone.
No doubt about it. He was targeting Darius Hunter, number 4 for the RCC Tigers.
So we have 52 seconds to go in the first quarter from RCC Tiger Stadium. RCC Tigers taking on the Bakersfield Renegades. Both teams are undefeated, so this is to be expected.
Oh, Coach B, this is going to be one of those ones right here, Coach B, where you're going to see these guys struggle a little bit and try to make something happen.
Trip formation, quick pass to number 6. He picks up 5 yards. He picks up 10 yards. And you talk about, oh, my goodness, that was a play at the end. I don't know what the defender was thinking. Number 6 for the RCC Tigers, Dominique Madden, picked up the play, picked up about 20 yards. The play is over. He already got up off the ground, and the defender body slams him.
Coach B, he was able to get those yards because number 4, Darius Hunter, he hit one of the Renegades so hard, Coach B, I think he knocked over the Gatorade.
Yes, and that's what you, and as a receiver, I can tell you, that's something that receivers, they lick their lips on when they can come back and make one of those blocks.
Oh, my goodness.
When you're on offense, you always want to have the opportunity to hit somebody.
Oh, yeah, especially, yeah. Look at and I think, one of the Renegades.
One of the Renegades are down, so we're going to have a break in the action. So with 44 seconds to go in the first quarter, give me your quick assessment. I mean, RCC has had some opportunities to score.
Well, Coach B, what I like about the Tigers right now, at least defensively, they're able to stop the Renegades from scoring. No points on the board right now for the 2-0 Renegades. And like I told you when we started the game, Coach B, the RCC Tigers, they're stout up front, have 2 really featured defensive linemen, and we're starting to see them impose their will.
And it looks like there was a penalty on RCC, so they're marching the ball back, which was interesting because the defender slammed the receiver. But that was a big one because it looked like that was a personal foul, so it puts them back. So now you're looking at first down and 25. The ball is spotted at the 15-yard line. So to get a first down, they got to get the ball to about the 38-yard line.
Coach B, I like what I see out of the quarterback change, though. Out of Colin Anderson, he's throwing the ball, and he's getting the receivers room to run and make some plays.
Indeed. So you have spread formation. You have 2 receivers to your right, 2 receivers to your left, and you have number 1, Colin Anderson, in the backfield, and he has Octa in the backfield with him as well. So now we're waiting for them to set the clock. Clock is set, and now we're going to go ahead and get it's actually second down. So it's second down and 25. So Anderson, he hands the ball up to Octa. Octa picks up 5. Octa picks up 10 on a quick draw. He picks up 15 yards. So right there, he picks up all the yards from that penalty.
Coach B, again, Octa is an impressive running back. Again, as I told you, Coach B, he came in the leading running back for the Tigers, and we're starting to see why.
And we know Octa very well. He's a local kid, went to Vista Marietta, so we know him very well. We saw him at Vista put up some numbers. So Octa he's tried and true, and he's tested.
Also, Coach B, Malik Yokum, the featured receiver for the Tigers, is out of Upland.
And there is another penalty on the field. So that 15 yards that Octa picked up have now been wiped out, and now they pushed it either further back. So you're looking at about so now they spotted it second down, second and about 25 or 30. So Octa, they run the same play, a draw, and Octa's in the backfield. He's dancing. He is dancing, and this time they catch him, and he picks up about 3 or 4 yards on that second down play.
Penalties, Coach B. And I know Coach Kraft is upset.
Absolutely. So we're looking at 8 seconds left in the first quarter, and it looks like they may not get another playoff, and it looks like, yes, that's going to run us to the end of the first quarter. So at the end of one, undefeated RCC and undefeated Bakersfield Renegades are playing a stalemate 0-0 in this game.
And Coach B, I think that was going to be to be expected. Again, you're seeing 2 powerhouses. Bakersfield is showing they made the trip for a reason, Coach B.
Indeed. So they're going to flip the side of the field, and we're going to go ahead and get the ball for RCC. In this situation, when you look at it, so you're looking at it's tough field play. What are you going to run? You're going to run a dive? You're going to run something conservative just to get the ball and get ready to punt?
Well, Coach B, you got a new quarterback in there, Coach B, so you don't want to put a lot of pressure on him. You don't want, because again, they've already suffered 2 devastating interceptions, Coach B. So for the Tigers and Tom Kraft, what you want to do is maybe get a play, get some field position to put the Renegades on their heels.
And one thing that we're really excited about here in the Inland Empire is Riverside City College is the new leader in this week's JC Athletic Bureau poll of California community colleges. Riverside moved up one spot after defeating Golden West 20-17 over the last weekend. Riverside takes on another, as we know, another undefeated team, and this Bakersfield team is ranked 18 in the state.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they're no slouch.
Oh, no doubt about it, Coach B. And again, we're talking about the California Community College poll right here, and you have Riverside just 3 points over their rival, Saddleback.
Mm-hmm. So now we're looking at the second quarter. And it is the start of the second quarter, so we have 15 minutes in the second quarter. RCC has the ball spotted at the 11-yard line. It's third down, and they got about 25 to go. You have in the backfield there in spread formation, and he hands the ball off to number 22. He breaks 10 yards. So on that play, that was a big play for him after he got the handoff in the backfield from Colin Anderson, number 22, El Toro Allen picks up maybe 5-10 yards on that play, but it's still not enough for them because Coach Kraft sends the punting team out.
And Coach B, it looks like there's another punter in there for the Tigers.
So for the Renegades, you have back to field that ball. That's going to be number 17 for the Renegades, and number 17 is going to be Joko Tomlin. And it is a big punt. And he gets the ball at his own 40 and picks up 1-2. He almost goes down. He refuses to go down. He's dancing back there. Oh, maybe he should have went down because he just got tackled and his body contorted. He got tackled by about a good 6 or 7 Tigers.
Coach B, it looked like something off of National Geographic the way the Tigers were all over him.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. So the Renegades are ready to go ahead and take the ball, and they're going to take the ball from their own 40-yard line. So it's been a back-and-forth battle. RCC has had their opportunities.
There's no doubt about it, Coach B. And again, I know Kraft, he's thinking that as they're getting prepared to go into the second quarter, Coach B.
Mm-hmm. So the Renegades are ready. 1st and 10. The ball is spotted at the 40, and we have 14 minutes and 10 seconds to go. They hand the ball off to on that play. That was a quick dive play, and they handed the ball off to the back in the backfield, and that's going to be number 2. And number 2 for the Renegade is going to be Lamisho Hill. So you're looking at 2nd down and 8 for the Renegades. The ball is now spotted at their own 42-yard line, so they're in a power formation, 2 receivers right, 2 running backs, and the quarterback in the backfield. Again, that's Hill with the handoff, and Hill rolls and stumbles, and he refuses to go down, and he picks up about 4 yards. So you're looking now at a 3rd down and about 4 to go. The ball is now they are now on the other side of the 50. They're in Tigers territory. The ball is spotted at about the 48-yard line.
And Coach B, Lamisho Hill is a tough blow to bring down. That's a big kid.
Yes. So they are headed west on your radio dial. They are in a spread formation, 2 receivers to your right, 2 to the left. The quarterback and running back run a jet sweep, and the quarterback and running back, that play is all about timing. The quarterback and running back crash into each other. That is a play, it's about timing, because if you don't get it right, that is a fumble.
And I'm surprised the Renegades ran that play, Coach B, because what I said all the game is the pressure they're getting from the defensive tackle group from the Tigers is creating some problems for the Renegades.
Yes, so RCC has got to be happy about that. Their defense is showing up, and they are forcing a punt, and they have their receiver back in the backfield who's ready to spot the ball. He is on the 15-yard line. Yoakum is ready to get it. He catches at the 20. He's in business, and he gets a big shot. He brings the ball out to about the 25-yard line. And Yoakum has gotten a lot of work in tonight.
Oh, yeah, as I said, Coach B, he's their feature receiver, their feature guy on special teams, and he's out of Upland, Coach B, and it's on the tackle with Michael Nava for the Renegades.
So with 12 minutes and 22 seconds to go, the RCC Tigers take over on downs from their own 26-yard line. And they have, once again, the quarterback jots out on the field. And the quarterback for your RCC Tigers is going to be number 1, and he is ready to go. They're in spread formation. He holds the ball, hands the ball off to Octa, and Octa takes a big shot after dancing. So Anderson hands the ball off to Octa, and Octa picks up maybe a yard on that play. But Octa's gotten a lot of work tonight.
Yes, he has, Coach B. But the Renegades are starting to key in on him. So anytime he comes in the game now, Coach B, they're looking for him to get the football.
So you're looking at second and about 9, and the ball is now spotted at the 31-yard line. You're in spread formations, 2 receivers to your right, 2 receivers to your left. You have your running back and Anderson in the backfield. And he gets his call, handoff, and he fakes the handoff, and he's looking up top. And Anderson throws it. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 30 on the other side of the field, and that is number 4, Darius Hunter. And that was a big play, and I know that's what Coach Kraft was looking for. When you look at that play, he picked up about 40 yards on that play, and that's just what the doctor needed for the Tigers.
And Coach B, I tell you what, as I said, Anderson came in the game, stepped the tempo up, and he's made some huge throws.
Absolutely. They're back in spread formation, 2 receivers to your right, 2 receivers to your left. They're starting to speed up the game. Anderson's in the backfield, and he has number 22, Ethan Allen, in the backfield. He hands the ball, quick draw, and he sweeps to the right. He picks up 5 yards. He picks up 10 yards. He picks up 15 yards. He picks up 20 yards on a strong power run, and that was number 22, and that's the number 22, that is El Toro Allen.
What a name, Coach B.
He picks up exactly, and he's like a bull out there. So with 11 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the second quarter from RCC Stadium, we have a timeout in the game. The ball is now spotted at the 13-yard line. So RCC is in absolute business. And
what I've seen, Coach B, is you've seen Colin Anderson come in there, make some throws, and it looks like he has the Tigers with some momentum, Coach B.
And while we have a break in the action, once again, we cannot thank the Tiger backers enough.
Yes, indeed.
Riverside City College Football Game of the Week broadcast on Fox Sports 1350 is brought to you in part by the RCC Tiger backers. The Tiger backers have supported Riverside City College Tigers athletics since 1980. Their mission is to support and supply resources to Riverside City College athletic programs while enriching the lives of student athletes and increasing community involvement. Athletic coaches, staffs, and presidents ask for your help in supporting athletes by becoming a Tiger backer. Your annual membership directly impacts nearly 500 student athletes. The athletic department funds 18 athletic programs, and in order for them to thrive, the department needs your assistance. It's a team effort, and Riverside City College cannot do it without you. For more information about joining the Tiger backers, call the RCCCD Foundation at 951-222-8626. That's 951-222-8626. Or log on to Riverside at rccathletics.com/support/Tiger backers. That's rccathletics.com/support/Tiger backers. RCCD Foundation is a 501c not-for-profit organization. So they're back on the field. They have shotgun trips to your 3 receivers to your left. Your running back, Octa, gets the ball. Octa, he's stuffed up at the rim. He refuses to go down. He picks up maybe 3 or 4 yards. I bet you Octa can squat about 400 or 500 pounds.
Hey, Octa is studmuffin.com, Coach B, and he has the hair.
Yes.
I don't know if you saw the hair, Coach B, on the sidelines, but I'm sure the hair is helping him out.
He looks good. So he's second down and about 7 to go. The ball is spotted at the 9. They're deep in the red zone, 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Second quarter, RCC Tigers against the Bakersfield. So number 10 keeps the ball. Anderson keeps the ball, and he sweeps out to the left, but the defense was ready.
And Coach B, the tight end is looking for a pass interference, holding or something, because number 84 was literally tackled in the end zone, and that's who Anderson was trying to target.
So with 10 minutes and 9 seconds to go, this is some of the best field position RCC has had all night.
Oh, no doubt about it. And like I said, I don't want to put a lot of emphasis on it, but again, it looks like Anderson has got the Tigers rolling, Coach B.
Yes, he does. He is ready to play. So they are back out in the field. They have a spread formation. They have 2 receivers to your right, 2 to your left. Anderson looks and he gets the call from Kraft. Anderson and Ocker in the backfield. He's in the shotgun. Once again, there is a call.
Timeout.
So it looks like Coach Kraft didn't like something. He's having a nice little conversation with the referees as we speak.
Well, Coach B, it looks like there was a clock issue, Coach B, because they were getting close to it being a delayed game, so they had to do something, Coach B.
Yes, indeed. So with 9 minutes and 40 seconds to go, the RCC Tigers take yet another timeout in the game. So we're looking at 3rd down, 5 to go. The ball is on the 7th. And it is the second quarter. So this is a great game.
Yes, indeed. And it's a packed house. for the first game of the 2016-2017 season for the RCC Tigers. And again, it's a tribute to the tradition that they have here at Riverside City College.
And speaking of Riverside City Tigers, what city are you born and raised out of?
Well, let me tell you a little backstory. My father played at this great school. I ran track here. So, you know, the Talbert family, we got a little history here at Riverside City College.
And you're born and raised in the city?
I mean, right around the corner, brother.
So the Tigers are back on the field, spread formation, 2 receivers to your right, 2 to your left. Octa and Anderson in the backfield. They're in the shotgun. It's a handoff to Octa. He sweeps to the left. He goes 5 yards. He goes 10 yards. He is close to the end zone, and the ball will be spotted at probably about the 1-inch yard line.
Coach B, just a great effort, Coach B. I mean, Octa refused to go down. Because, I mean, any other running back, Coach B, may have lost at least 2 to 3 yards right there. He was able to put his head down, push forward, Coach B, and really kind of put a lot of pressure on the Renegades.
So the ball will be spotted at about the 1-yard line, and you can see the big heavies are coming in for RCC.
Hey, Coach B, you have a quarterback that's 6'5", Coach B. So you tell me, what do you do with a 6'5" quarterback, and you're on the almost you're less than a yard away from the promised land?
Well, when you see the big heavies come in there, I bet you they're going to go under center. It's either going to be a quarterback keeper or you're giving it to the fullback.
Indeed. Well, right, you have options. To me, Coach B, you give it to you. I mean, because again, you don't want too much to go on right there. I mean, again, you're the coach here, but I say I go 6'5" quarterback, Coach B. I just let him extend his body in there and see if he can make a play.
Well, I go by Coach B, but when you look at Coach Kraft's resume, his resume is a little bit more impressive than my youth football resume.
Well, here's the situation, Coach B. They come in for the California Community College for their football poll. They're number 1 in the state of California, Coach B. And again, they're playing the number 18 team, the Bakersfield Renegades, tonight. And again, both these teams are coming into this game 2-0.
And one thing that I'm really excited about, once again, is the Tiger backers. When you look at their mission statement to support, their mission is to support and supply resources to Riverside City athletic programs while enriching the lives of student athletes. Now, they're back in there. They have the big heavies. They're in a power formation, and you are right. Anderson goes right up the gut, and it looks like that is a touchdown for your RCC Tigers.
Coach B, I might need to start coaching my own youth level team.
So at 9 minutes and 24 seconds, the Tigers, they've been knocking on the wall, and they finally get into the end zone. So they punch that in. That was a power run by your quarterback, the quarterback keeper, Colin Anderson. Like you said, he stands at 6'5". He's a sophomore quarterback out of Durham, North Carolina.
Coach B, it was a lot of beef in that line right there. It took them about 5 minutes to roll everybody out of that line, out of that pile they had there, Coach B.
Yes, indeed. So let's see where we're going to go. Are we going to go for 2, or we're going to go? It looks like we're going to go ahead and go for
they got Hilfer in there, Coach
points.
B. Yeah, they got Hilfer in there.
So with this is a little bit. This is going to be a pooch punt for him. So John Hilfer, to give you a little story about them, he's yet another local kid. He's a freshman. He's 6'2". He's out of Redlands, and he played at Redlands East Valley for Coach Brewitt.
And like I said, Coach B, he came into the game 5 of 5. He had a couple hiccups tonight. He's missed two free throws. He's missed 2 field goals in a row.
So let's see. The PAT is up, and the PAT is good. So your RCC Tigers now, with 9 minutes and 24 seconds to go, they go up 7-0.
And Coach B, if I'm Coach Kraft, you take that. You take that point, because right now it has been a very competitive football game with 2 undefeated teams battling.
Yeah, and when you say that, when you think about it, you can expect that. I mean, Bakersfield, they came down here with bad intentions.
Indeed.
When you have a chance to play the number 1 team, their first home game of the season, you want to come down here and get this win and show that, hey, we're Bakersfield and we've got some players.
Well, Coach B, again, because, you know, they're ranked number 18. They're 2-0 as well. So they say, hey, move us up there in the top 5, maybe even exclusively in that top 3 area. But, again, it's going to come from a victory tonight. And right now, the Tigers, they're up 7 points.
And as we said, the Tigers, their defense is going to make that very, very difficult for them. And one thing that the Tigers have been able to hang their hat on tonight is their defense.
Agreed. And like I said, Coach B, it all starts up front. Big fellas up front and some really special players.
Indeed. So the Tigers are ready to kick the ball off But I can tell you right now, their defensive coordinator, he's got to be excited.
And that's James Cook right there, defensive coordinator for the RCC Tigers.
Yes, indeed. So the Renegades are back to field it. Number 1 for the Renegades takes it at his 10. He goes to the 5. He gets jammed up, and for the Renegades, that's Derek Vickers, who he fielded the ball at about the 10-yard line. Looks like he got the ball out maybe to the 14-yard line.
And that was freshman Isaiah Webb, Coach B, linebacker for the Riverside Community College Tigers. And wow, he came up and made a play.
So let's see what Coach Cook can do again with his defense. They're playing some lights-out defense tonight.
Well, again, whatever happens tonight is going to come from the defensive players.
So Coach Jeff Chudy, he has his team out there ready. He has them in a spread formation, 2 receivers to your left, 1 to your right. You have your running back, and it is a sweep to number 21, and he gets gobbled up in the backfield. That's Isaiah Jones. He gets gobbled up in the backfield, and he looks like he actually lost some yards. And that's the one thing about running a a shotgun offense, is you're already 5 yards back behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, and that was a really good play by defensive back Cavani Smith. Came up there, made a really good play, got through the block, and was able to bring down the rusher.
So they're back on the field. They are in a spread formation. They have 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, a quarterback, a running back, and an H-back in the backfield. So number 5, it's a quick toss. It is a wheel route screen to the running back. So on that play, the quarterback targeted his receiver, and the quarterback is Dalton Gallus, and he targeted number 2 on that play.
And again, Coach B, Cavani Smith, sophomore out of L.A., made the tackle, a really good tackle, and really was focused on that running back as he was coming around on that wheel route, Coach B.
That was Lamisho Hill that he targeted. So you're looking at 3rd down with 8 minutes and 9 seconds to go. The ball is placed on their own 12-yard line. So it's 3rd and 13 to go. So in the backfield, once again, it's a quick, he got stuck on that play. So that was number 5 for the Renegades, and that was Dalton Gallus, and he targeted his receiver. I couldn't even see. He got hit the minute he touched. It looks like he targeted number 17.
And Coach D, that was Tarek Lewis. And oh my goodness, look! And Coach Schiff is really excited about that. Tarek Lewis came up and he laid the wood on him simultaneously as the ball came there, Coach B.
As we said, he had some bad intentions on that play. So it's 4th down. They're going to go ahead and punt it, and it looks like there was some laundry on the field. So on this game, there's been a lot of penalties in this game.
Well, again, Coach, you have 2 competitive teams that are really going at it right now, Coach B, and they're really trying to jockey for position.
Yes, indeed. 7 minutes, 56 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. We're live from RCC College at RCC Stadium, Wheelock Field. This is an amazing Wheelock Field.
Oh, yeah.
And that sounds like a proud Tiger that said,
hey, you know what I mean? There's some tradition here, Coach B.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Another flag on the play. So this has been it's been a lot of penalties in this game. I'm pretty sure Coach Chudy and Coach Kraft, that's something they're going to talk about at the half.
There's no doubt about that, Coach B, because, again, you want to sew that up. We literally saw the Tigers get backed up almost 35 yards in the 1st quarter behind penalties, Coach B.
Yes, and that's something that's going to be worked on. So if they can get the punt off, we will see if they can punt it off and back to field the ball again is Yoakum. And he fields the ball he calls for the fair catch, and he's already like that. They're in Renegades territory.
And they're roughly Coach B, they're at the 44-yard line, Coach B. I mean, my goodness. And, 5 or 6, I'd say 10 more yards, Coach B. They're in Hilford. They're in his area right there, Coach B.
They're in field goal range.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. So the Tigers go on the field, and they have their quarterback, number 1, Colin Anderson, once again comes out on the field. They are in a spread formation. He has 2 receivers to his left, 2 receivers to his right. Akta is in the backfield, so they are ready to rock and roll. So we'll see what RCC can do. He hands it to Akta. Akta dances in the backfield. He picks up 5. He picks up 10. He picks up 15 yards on that first play. Akta is a smaller guy, and he looks really good out there.
Coach B, one thing you like about your running back is those feet keep moving. And Akta just keeps turning those feet, Coach B, and that's why he's able to stay on his feet all the time and get some yards going up the field.
And indeed. So we're looking on the, so Colin is looking on the sideline. Colin Anderson is looking on the sideline, and he has Octa in his backfield. And there, he got the play. It looks like he got the play he wanted from Coach Kraft. So they are in a spread formation. He has two receivers to his right, two receivers to his left. Octa is in the backfield with him. Hand off to Octa. It is he passes it back, and he's looking big. Oh, it's no, that was a, what do you call those again?
A shovel pass.
Shovel pass.
Yeah, Coach. So, again, he handed the ball up to Octa, and it looked like there was a little bit of timing issue right there because, again, our guy, number 11, Malik Yoakum, he was available in the end zone. He caught the ball, but he was a little, I say a hair on that hash mark out there, so he was out of bounds.
Flea flicker, that's what we call it.
Flea flicker, there we go.
Flea flicker. I had to think about it. Spread formation, a quick pass to number 83. He shakes his first man. He's dancing. He may have enough for a first down, so number 83 for your RCC Tigers is going to be Malik Holcomb. So that's the first time we call Holcomb's name. So you're looking at third down, and it's about 3 yards to go.
So you got Malik Yoakum and you got Malik Holcomb.
Yes. So we're in a spread formation, and you have Colin Anderson in the backfield, and he has Octa in the backfield with him. Two receivers to his right, two to his left. He fakes the handoff to. He's dancing. 5 yards, 10 yards. He is touchdown. That is number 15,
Jacoby
Herring, and it looks like RCC is finally getting this thing rolling.
Coach B, again, what we've seen is, and we've seen this a couple times with the Tigers, where they've made some quarterback changes, and it's been to their benefit. We've seen Colin Anderson come in here and really get the ball going. I know Coach Kraft is really excited.
That was a quick pitch pass to the right, and again, he connected with Holcomb, and he took that in. That was about a 20-yard touchdown pass. Anderson has really brought some energy to the team, so now with 6 minutes and 22 seconds. And Herring, I'm sorry.
That's Jacoby Herring out of Citrus Hill, Coach B. And again, he's a sophomore. He goes 6'5", Coach B, 170. And again, he's out of Championship Citrus Hill, local product.
Yes, indeed. So with 6 minutes and 22 seconds to go, the RCC Tigers go up temporarily 13-0, and they're looking to add some more points to the game. The extra point is up, and the extra point is good. So for that, that's number 82, that's John Hilfer, who goes ahead and puts his team up 14-0.
Coach, just a little backstory. We got here a little early today, and I saw Colin Anderson out there working on the field with the receivers. You know, I don't know if he was preparing because, again, obviously he didn't get to start tonight, but I saw him out there with the football really locked in. So it looked like he was really looking to, really kind of do some good things with this opportunity he has this season for the Tigers.
Yes, and the Tigers are really, it was a slow start for the Tigers. It was a really slow start for the Tigers, but now they're starting to get the ball going. They're putting some points on the board, and now you can absolutely see why the RCC Tigers are ranked number 1 in the state of California.
Coach B, they can put a lot of pressure on you, Coach B, because now you're forced to start putting the ball in the air, and guess what? Now you're going to have problems with that big RCC front.
And the one thing, as we said, that RCC can hang their hat on is their defense has really come to play. And, you could peel your ears back now because they're going to have to pass to try to catch up.
And they're going to do just that.
And they are ready for the kickoff, and the Renegades are back deep to field the ball, and he catches it, is number 1 for the Renegades, and that's going to be Derek Vickers, and he picks the ball up at about the 5-yard line, and he brings the ball out to about the 20-yard line. A decent return.
And he got cracked by Xavier Caldwell out of Etowanda.
Yes, and I'll tell you right now, the Tigers are bringing it tonight. They are laying the wood tonight, and they are hitting tonight.
Coach B, they are out there, and they are making a statement. Home game, Coach B, it's a packed house. And again, number 1 in the state, Coach B, and the RCC faithful, the Riverside community has come out to support the Tigers.
Absolutely. And when you look at the RCC Tigers, I mean, they have just been a model of success. The one thing that has been the lightning rod for them was the arrival of Coach Kraft. Now, Coach Kraft got here in 2010, and this is all he's done since 2010.
What's that, Coach?
He's won 5 conference titles in 2000, 2011, 2012, 2014, and 2015.
Wow.
He's 58-10 overall.
Wow.
5-3 in bowl games, and 6 consecutive bowl game appearances.
And Coach B, again, that is a huge change and turnaround for the Riverside program. And I am certain our guy, Jim Woolridge, is excited about having Tom Kraft leading these Tigers.
Indeed, he is. So Jim Woolridge, who's been here about a year, has really helped. Coach Kraft has really helped to turn this program around. He's really helping to grow this thing. And RCC, last year they made the state playoffs. And that's one thing we'll talk about at the halftime show. Only 4 teams from SoCal make the state playoffs.
Yeah, Coach B. And again, I know right now, them coming into this game 2-0, they have intentions of taking the whole thing.
And they are in a real good position to do that. So now we had a player down, and the player is up.
We are Fox Sports, the Inland Empire's home for NASCAR. Fox Sports 1350. KTDD.
Roughly about 1 minute and 15 seconds to go.
Indeed. So Yoakum, he's standing right now at his own 40. He's standing at the Renegades 46, 47-yard line. So when he gets this ball, he's going to get it in good field position. The only thing is, we'll see how much time is left because they don't punt it until the 1 minute and 1 second mark. So now Yoakum is back. He got it. He had a head of steam. He takes the ball at the 45, at the 40. He may have a lane. He has a crease. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. And one guy, number 31, makes a shoestring tackle. Number 31 was Akatim Kateno. And if he doesn't make that play, then I tell you, Yoakum has reservations for 6.
There's no doubt about it, Coach B. And again, he made a really good play on the outside. Got himself across the field, Coach B, and if he had one more blocker, he was out of there.
And that was Abraham Cartuna that made that play, and he totally saved the touchdown.
There's no doubt about it. And he's made some big plays for the Renegades, Coach B, tonight.
So 1st and 10 for your RCC Tigers. The ball is spotted on the 30-yard line. 47 seconds to go. Spread formation. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers to your left. The Tigers are headed east on your radio dial. And Anderson has the ball. He hands the ball off to Octa, and Octa's at the 30. Octa's at the 25. Octa, and there is a flag on the play, and Coach Kraft is fired up.
And for good reason, Coach B. He called it. They're going to call clipping on the Tigers right there, and he hit him clearly on the shoulder pass. So I know Coach Kraft, seeing all these flags being thrown, is a little upset about that.
We're going to back. Offense number 4. 10-yard penalty.
So that is a huge momentum stopper with 40 seconds to go in the second quarter. The Tigers still lead 14-0. They're still in control of this game, but that pushes them back to the 40-yard line.
And I know why Kraft is mad right now, Coach, because you got to think when they come, Riverside, the Tigers, they receive the ball to start the game off. So that means they're going to have to kick at halftime.
So it's 1st and 10 spread formation. Anderson's in the backfield. He's looking deep. He's going through his projections. He hits the ball to number 15, and that is about a 15-yard pickup. And number 15 is Jacob Herring for your RCC Tigers. So they got to move fast. 21 seconds to go. The ball is now spotted at the 22-yard line. And Anderson, a quick slant again to Herring.
And it looks like they're going to call. Okay, no timeout, Coach B. That's the time. And for the change to be moved,
13 seconds to go, and what they did is they just went ahead and spiked the ball. So it was 1st down. The ball was spotted at about the 16-yard line, and smartly, Anderson steps up, number 1, Colin Anderson steps up to the line of scrimmage, gets under center. You should have known that was going to be a spike because he's typically in the shotgun. Comes up, spikes the ball. He's over talking to Coach Kraft. Coach Kraft is barking out his signals. Coach Kraft has the play that he likes. He has his players in spread formation, 2 receivers to his right, 2 receivers to his left. You have Anderson and Octa in the backfield. Anderson is in the shotgun. He and Octa are in the backfield, and let's see what they're going to do. Again, the ball is spotted at about the 50, and it's a fade route over the top, and was it success? It was no good.
Yeah, he looked at Coach B. If he just couldn't handle the football, Coach B, because his feet were in there. And it looks like he's talking to number 15 again, Coach B, if I'm not mistaken.
With 4 seconds to go.
That was number 6, Coach B. Dominique Madden out of Temecula Valley, Coach B. He's a sophomore, 6'5", Coach B, 211.
So with 4 seconds to go, the Tigers elect to send out their kicker, and for their kicker is Hilfer. So it's a kick. The ball is spotted at about the 15, 16-yard line. You add 10 yards for the field goal, and then about another 5 yards for the spot, and it's up. And let's see where we're at, and it is good. So after missing 2 early in the game, he does get this one. So that's going to give the Tigers a 17-0 lead.
And Coach B, what that's going to do for him now, again, like I said, Hilfer came into the game 5 of 5, and he looked like he's 1 and 3 on the day.
Yes. So with that is a good momentum thing. That's something that you want to see going into the locker room. That's something that you can feel positive about.
There's no doubt about that, Coach B. That's what you want to build on right now. Again, another thing you want to see is a donut on the scoreboard for the Renegades, Coach B.
Yes, exactly. When you think about it, and this has got to be a game that I know Coach Kraft had some nerves about, because you just got when a team gets the ranking as the #1 team in the state of California, you have a chip on your shoulder. You got a target on your back.
There's no doubt about it.
And you have the Renegades, who are undefeated, ranked number 18 in the state. They're a good program, so you know absolutely that the Renegades were coming here to play some football.
Well, Coach B, again, it's not as though they didn't have some things going on. The Renegades were in there. They're playing good. Right now, as what I see right now for Bakersfield, you have Lamicho has 6 attempts, looks like roughly about 13 yards.
Yes. So what we would love to do is we're going to go ahead and bring to you the RCC College Football Game of the Week halftime show. Now, the halftime show is officially sponsored by the RCC Tigerbackers. Now, the RCC Tigerbackers are one incredible program, and they're doing some great things for Riverside City College. Riverside City College Football Game of the Week broadcast on Fox Sports 1350 is brought to you in part by the RCC Tigerbackers. The Tigerbackers have supported Riverside City College athletics since 1990. Their mission is to support and supply resources to Riverside City College athletic programs while enriching the lives of the student athlete and increasing the involvement of the community. Athletic coaches, staff, and president ask for your help in supporting athletes by becoming a Tiger Backer. Your annual membership directly impacts nearly 500 student athletes. Listen to that. Well, I'll say that one more time. Your annual membership directly impacts nearly 500 student athletes. That's incredible. That's great. The athletic department funds 18 athletic programs, and in order to thrive, the department needs your assistance. It is a team effort, and Riverside City College cannot do it without you. For more information about joining the Tigerbackers, call the RCCD Foundation at 951-222-8626. That's 951-222-8626, or log on to www.rccathletics.com/support/Tigerbackers. One more time. That's www.rccathletics.com/support/Tigerbackers. RCC Foundation is a 501c3 not-for-profit organization. The band is going. You said some great things about that band.
Well, the band is, again, is nationally recognized, Coach B. And you can see right now they're setting up really good sounding band, and they're an award-winning band, Coach B. They do a great job for the Tigers.
Indeed, they do. And one thing that we want to do. What you can do to catch up with Coach B and Eternal, you can always tune into Fox Sports 1350, and you can catch Eternal and myself on a great show, IE Sportsnet. All we do is focus on local IE sports. We focus on athletes who are born and raised in the Inland Empire. And here's some great notes about RCC athletics. Athletic Director Jim Woolridge recently paid a visit to the show, and he said he's never been part of an athletic program that has had the success of RCC. They have 30 state championships. Last year, 10 of the coaches were named Coach of the Year. Wow. They had 20 All-American last year in sports, including sports like swimming, water polo, track and field. There are 18 different athletic programs offered at RCC, and the school just added beach volleyball. And listen to this. 13 of the 18 teams last year made the state playoffs.
That's impressive, Coach B.
Including this football team, which made the state playoffs, and only 4 teams from Southern California do that.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's really impressive. Again, RCC has historically done a good job, but over the years, Coach B, they've made some huge advances.
Indeed, they have. So in this game, as we said, the RCC Tigers have taken, I wouldn't say it's a commanding lead, but it's a very good lead. They're up 17-0 over a very, very great opponent in the Bakersfield Renegades.
Coach B, one of the things, and I know you know this, how you can tell a game is, a team is performing well and how they're not performing well is by first downs, Coach B. Right now, Riverside, the Tigers are leading the Bakersfield Renegades 11-3 with first downs. Another telling factor right now about this game in terms of rushing yards, with 17 attempts, the Bakersfield Renegades have only been able to drum up 20 yards, whereas the Riverside Tigers, 24 attempts, 163 yards, Coach B.
And that's one thing we talked about, Coach Coop. And one thing that he can be excited about, is his defense has showed up. And when you shut out a team, and they have a goose egg up on that scoreboard, that's got to be something you got to be excited about.
Well, especially when you come in again, they had a featured rusher. We saw it right now in the California community stats. But again, they are shutting them down with only 20 yards to the name with rushing right now, Coach B, and that's tough. Right now, also what I see right now in terms of this total yards, RCC has 282 yards, whereas the Bakersfield Renegades have only been able to drum up on 31 attempts, 47 yards, Coach B.
And one of the standouts when you look at RCC, Seth Octa, he has 15 rushing attempts. He's gained 110 yards. His longest run of the night was 38 yards. He's averaging 7.3 yards per carry. And when you look at their quarterback, Colin Anderson, who didn't start the game but came on strong, he's passed for 110 yards, and he's passed for 1 touchdown. His longest pass of the night was 42 yards.
And again, Coach B, what I've said is Colin Anderson has came in, no turnovers, which is a highlight, because again, we had Ian Fieber, when he first came in, Coach B, threw 2 critical interceptions for the Tigers. But then what you also have on the receiving end, you have Jacoby Herring, Citrus Hill product, Coach B, three receptions, 45 yards, and 1 touchdown.
And Malik Yoakum is having a great night. And speaking of receiving, he's had 2 receptions, 14 yards, and on punt returns, he's had 4 punt returns for a total of 41 yards. And you can't say, and Malik Yoakum has had 1 punt, I'm sorry, that's a punt return and then a kick return for Malik Yoakum, had 1 for 30 yards. And special teams is something that can win or lose a game for a team.
There's no question about that, Coach B. And again, what you see for Malik Yoakum, he's putting a lot of pressure right now on the Renegades to really have to stop him right now. And obviously, he is a featured receiver for the Tigers.
So when you look at the scoring drive, when you look at the RCC Tigers did not get on the board until the second quarter. And when they did, with 9 minutes and 24 seconds to go, Colin Anderson had a 1-yard quarterback keeper to put the RCC Tigers up. And then you had Jacoby Herring. He received a 23-yard pass from Colin Anderson again to go up 14-0. And finally, John Hilford had a field goal just right at the buzzer to put the RCC Tigers to the current score of 17-0.
And right now, Coach B, as we said, the penalties have been a factor. However, it's been pretty even. You have right now the Renegades with 5 penalties for 34 yards, and then you have the RCC Tigers with 5 penalties for 52 yards. Time of possession has been roughly the same, with the Renegades having 13 minutes, 36 seconds, and the Tigers with 16 minutes, 24 seconds.
And when you look around the landscape of community college football, one thing is great, like we said when we had Mr. Woolbridge on. When you look at the Bakersfield roster, their team is loaded with kids from Bakersfield.
Oh, yeah.
And when you look across the board, that's one thing you got to love about community college. Looking at some of the local games at halftime, Chaffey College is up 14-3 over Golden West College. Mount San Antonio, who's a big rival of these RCC Tigers, are up 38-6 at halftime over Santa Monica. L.A. Harbor is down 25-0 to Saddleback, and Mount San Jacinto at the end of the first quarter, they're up 12-0 over Glendora and another local school, another IE school, San Bernardino. Their game, we don't have scores posted on them yet, but they're taking on Citrus tonight.
Indeed. And Saddleback, Coach B, is another team. Which you, obviously, you see them beating LA Harbor right now. 3 points behind RCC in the California Community College Bowl.
And there's nothing like it's great when you think of community college. I mean, you have big-time programs that do well, but there's nothing like local community college football.
Well, you know what, Coach B, when we did have we had the athletic director on the show, Coach B, Jim Woolridge, it was great because, he and I, we shared the same focal point. When he said, we asked him what was the key to the Tigers, to Coach Kraft getting these Tigers to a winning program, he said he's investing in Riverside talent. And Inland Empire local talent. Whereas before, you saw guys coming from Florida, all over the place, and they're still getting kids out of the South, and they're still getting the kids on the East Coast. But what it is, they're making it more of a focus to get these local kids.
And the big thing about them, when you think about a program with Coach Kraft being here since 2010, this is how you know he's producing success on the field. He's ranked #1 in the state, and you think of what comes to mind is Ray Ford. He's a defensive back who was here in 2014. He's up at Boise State. And you think of Isaac Whitney, who was here in 2014 as well. He's starting at USC. So when you can start putting out players like that who are playing in programs, I mean, these are big-time D1 programs.
There's no doubt about it, Coach B. A highlight on Isaac Whitney. We were on the USC field last year, and we saw he's a guy coming from RCC that is getting minutes. And, again, if I'm a Tiger, I'm looking at him going, hey, I can do this.
Exactly, absolutely. And when you look at the RCC Tigers, I mean, they're sending kids to all of the big-time D1 programs, and that's just the success of and you think of Skyler Howard. Skyler Howard was here in 2013.
Yep.
He's now up at West Virginia.
Doing well for itself, Coach B. So, again, there are some times. Again, historically, there's been some talent that has come out of RCC, not only have made it to, a reputable college, Coach B, but they've also made it to the NFL.
Indeed, they have. So, Riverside City College is they're ranked #1 in the state. They're 2-0. So that's a great program. That's a great program builder for them. And, I take my hat off to Bakersfield. Bakersfield's made the travel. Like we said, it's about a 2 to 3 hour drive. If you're on a bus, it could be 4 or 5 hours.
I was about to say, I bet that bus needs a lot of petrol.
Yes, absolutely. So, and this is what we're excited about. This is the first game of the year at Wheelock.
Yes, indeed.
Field.
First game of the season, Coach B, we're honored to be here. Thank you so much for the Riverside backers. Thank you so much for
RCC Tiger backers.
Yeah, we need to make sure we put that out there, right? RCC Tiger backers have done a phenomenal job supporting this program.
Yes, without them, it would not be possible. And once again, the RCC College Football Game of the Week halftime show is brought to you by the RCC Tiger backers. So we are almost ready to go for a second half. What adjustments do you see happening? I think the one area that I think that RCC has got to work on, because it looks like they made the adjustment in the second quarter, is that first quarter, I mean, they had 2 times they were right in the red zone. They were in the area to score, and they couldn't punch it in.
And Coach B, I think with them bringing in Colin Anderson, he has got the Tigers ready to roll, and I think they're going to start making a more of a focus to run the ball with Octa and Allen as a feature running back.
Indeed. And the one thing about when we saw Coach Jim Woolridge, when he says that he hasn't seen a program that had the success as an RCC, he has 25 seasons as a college coach.
Oh yeah.
So he's been around the block.
Oh yeah, guaranteed. He's not a spring chicken, Coach B. I mean, he's been around, he's seen some stuff, and so for him to say that about this program is something special.
Yes, and tell me the great lineage about this school. I mean, Tark the Shark.
I mean, Tartanian. I mean, there's been a lot of people. Coach Banks is here as a track coach. He was my track coach when I was here. You know, a lot of folks, are familiar with him. Again, they've always had a good track program, have a new gym. You know, they've had a great basketball program, Coach B. So this school has a lot of history and a lot of tradition.
And when you look at that gym is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
The basketball gym is one amazing gym. And I remember when I first came to RCC and I first met with Coach Woolridge, athletic director from RCC. The first thing he pointed up to was those banners. He said, those are Tarkanians.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, and I was here, Coach B, when they almost brought in another banner a few years ago. That's when I was a student here. And, RCC has always had talent. But, again, this is just it's a great time for the school, great time for us, great time for Fox Sports, 1350 a.m.
Indeed. So if you want to follow Fox Sports, make sure you follow us on Twitter at Fox Sports 1350 AM. Make sure you follow RCC Athletics, www.rccathletics.com. You go right there, you see all the information on their great programs and things that they're doing. So, when I'm sitting here, I'm looking at the website right now, September 17th, which is today, Riverside, the women's water polo beat down the Cerritos, which is my college. They beat down Cerritos in the Riverside tournament 17-3. So that was a great win for them. And then also it looks like in the tournament they beat Ventura as well 15-8 today. So that's, in the women's volleyball, their game, there's no box score on that game, but they took on Fullerton.
Fantastic. Again, the Tigers are rolling. And Coach B, you can find all the information right there on their website.
Yes, indeed. So this is a great thing right here when I'm looking at the Riverside, they remain undefeated with a game over Chafee. So the women, they're undefeated, the women's water polo team.
I wonder if they made the trip out and checked out the Tigers today.
Yes, that would be good to know.
Right.
And we've got to get that girls volleyball team on the IE Sports and on Fox Sports 1350.
Water polo.
Saturdays, water polo.
Yes, sir.
We got to get them on the show. Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. Check out Coach B and Eternal every Saturday morning.
Hey, Coach B, we were rocking and rolling this morning. Let me tell you something. I don't know if you know of any more hard-working gentlemen than myself and Coach B in this business we're doing.
No, I don't. Last night we were at Etiwanda High School, and we were doing the high school game of the week when Etiwanda took on the Oak Hill Bulldogs.
Artie Allen.
And when you look at one thing and this is one thing that we talked about before the game, when you sit there and you look at the roster, when we talk about there were a lot of kids from the roster. I think there were 3 that were from Etiwanda. Just looking at the roster, when you said this roster is built off of local kids, we see kids from Vista Murrieta. We see kids from Fontana Summit.
Yep.
We see kids from Upland. We see kids from Corona.
Palm Springs,
Norte Vista, San Bernardino, from Redlands East Valley, from Rialto. This is what it means to be. We know the school is called Riverside City College, but this is what it truly means to be a California community college.
No doubt about it, Coach B. And what I like to say about it is, Coach B, those local kids are contributing.
Mm-hmm. And I'm looking in the stands right now. We see people now with Citrus Hill gear on and whatnot. So you see a lot of the local kids and local products. So that's a great thing. So we're looking about 3 minutes before we get back to game time. I see the Bulldogs out there getting loose and they're getting ready. So what do you expect in that second half?
Coach B, this is going to be something because right now we're going to see where the Renegades are right now because again they're going to get the ball back to start the second half. Coach B, the Tigers elected to receive starting the game, so we're going to see what kind of things happen in the second half.
Well, the good thing about them is their defense has showed up, so we know that their defense is going to be ready to play some football. So their defense is going to be set, and they're going to bring it. So I expect to see the same thing happen with them in the second half that we saw in the first half. Don't know if they're going to be able to shut them out for another 30 minutes, but I expect some good stuff tonight.
I bet you Coach Kraft is thinking that. I mean,
well, hopefully Kraft is not listening now because I don't want to do up-down.
Exactly. Yeah, because you don't want to give me any kind of material. They might be listening.
Right. And one thing that we love, IE Sportsnet, we have IE Sportsnet, the magazine, and we will be doing a great detailed story about Coach Kraft and his legend You talk about an amazing coaching career he's had. I mean, and his impact from the first year he got to RCC, all he did was turn this thing around.
Indeed, Coach B. And again, that's going to be a feature article by our sports writer, Patty LaBella.
Yes, yes. And funny story, when I talked to Patty after she did the interview, and she said Coach Kraft has a sense of humor, because Coach Kraft said if you dropped an even your last name, you'd be famous. So that would be the Patty LaBelle.
And that shows the guy he has some taste. He knows good music. Because let me tell you something, there's no better singer out there than Patty LaBelle. I'll tell you that.
Absolutely. So that's a good thing. So we're looking at about 1 minute and 7 seconds to go for our RCC Tigers to get back on the field. And they're looking to get some wins out here.
Coach B, I really like these uniforms. Kind of reminiscent of the Cincinnati Bengals, but, man, those uniforms are nice.
Yes, they are.
I like them.
They look really, really good. So I am excited, and I think our Tigers are going to have yet another good game tonight. I think, the Tigers, I don't want to say it, but I think the Tigers should be able to hold on to the #1 ranking after tonight.
Well, Coach B, again, we don't want to be, hey, we've seen some shockers, Coach B. So I mean, we don't want to jinx these boys. But if they keep playing the way they're playing right now, Coach B, they're going to win this thing.
Indeed, they will. So the RCC Tigers, we see them huddling up. We see them getting ready. We see them; they're about ready to go and play some football. So they are ready to do this thing. So the RCC Tigers, once again, we are located at RCC Stadium. The correct name of the field?
Wheelock Field, sir.
There you go. I don't want to make that mistake again. Coming from an RCC, a former proud RCC student, Eternal. We are here with the RCC, the #1, let me say it right, the #1 ranked team in the state of California. And that means RCC Tigers take on the visiting Bakersfield Renegades.
And what I like to see right now, Coach B, I see our guy John Hilfer. He's out there doing some kind of ritual with the football right now, because I'm sure he doesn't want to miss another field goal tonight.
Indeed, he does not. So that will be good for him. So we are ready to play some football. So we are getting ready. And like you say, RCC received the ball first, so they will kick the ball off this time. So we see them out there trotting on the field, and they're getting ready to play some football. So in college football, you have a 15-minute quarter. It is the third quarter, so the RCC Tigers still lead the game 17-0 going into that third quarter.
Yes, indeed, Coach B. And again, I tell you what, the crowd is here, packed house. Mm-hmm. We're going to get that RCC marching band back up here.
RCC marching band should be ready. The cheerleaders are ready. Everybody's ready to rock and roll. So 15 minutes ago, we are ready to kick this off.
Indeed.
And for the RCC Tigers, kicking that deep is going to be number 45. And number 45 is Salas Stewart. And receiving the ball is number 17. Oh, he's breaking. He's at the 20. He's at the 30. He's at the 40. He has one man to beat. He can, and just coming to clean up that play was number 59. And number 59 is Keelan Bradford. He came out, he had bad intentions. Number 17 got blasted. Absolutely blasted.
Keelan Bradford out of Grand Terrace High School, San Bernardino product, Coach B.
And it looks like number 17 for the Renegades is shaken up, and it looks like he took a really, really big pop.
Well, I'm glad at least he's walking off the field.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. That man made his presence known.
Yes, he did. Indeed, he did. So that lets you know the RCC Tigers are ready to play some football, and they're in the spread formation. He hands the ball off to number 2. So number 2 is Lemio Hill, and he picks up. The ball was spotted at about the 47-yard line, and he picked up about 2 yards. Number 17 for the Renegades on that return was Jacko Tomlin. And Jacko, he went off the field, so we'll see if that young man's all right. So now they're in the shotgun trips formation, 3 receivers to your left, 1 receiver and quarterback to your right. The quarterback change, and he gets a quick pitch to number 1, and that's Derek Vickers. And boy, did number 2 say hello.
That's Tarek Lewis right there, sophomore cornerback right there, Coach B. And again, the corners, the defensive back, are starting to play some really good football for the Tigers.
So there's been a quarterback change, number 15 for the Renegades, and that's Cesar DeLeon has been changed. And that's one thing, another thing I like about community college football is you see multiple players at multiple positions play. Because these kids are all trying to get to D1.
There's no doubt about it.
Shotgun trips. You have 3 receivers to your left, and it was a quick pitch, and that was third on that play. There's a flag. There was a loss on the second down about 5 yards, so it was third down and about 15. The ball was spotted at about the 44-yard line. So we are ready. So number 15, Cesar DeLeon, is ready. Unnecessary roughness on the play.
Who's that on, Coach B? Is that on the Tigers? Oh, yes,
it was.
Wow.
It was. That's big because that's a 15-yarder.
And Coach B, we just said the Tigers, they don't want to start the second half off with the penalties again because they racked up 52 yards of penalties in the first half.
Yes, and that is big. So what that's going to do, that's going to move the ball to about the 41-yard line. Now they are in RCC territory. First and 10, handoff from DeLeon to number 1, and number 1 is Derek Vickers. So now Derek Vickers was playing wide receiver, is now playing running back. And once again, we said we had a quarterback change, and that was Cesar DeLeon. So,
and Coach B, let me tell you something. It's still warm tonight. When we came in here, Coach B, it was 95 degrees in the great city of Riverside. It's a burner.
Absolutely. So first down. So on that play, Derek picked up about a yard or two. So now you're looking at second down and about 8. A handoff once again to Derek, and he gets ran down in the backfield by number 35.
And that's going to be right there on the tackle, James Reeder out of Moreno Valley, Rancho Verde.
So Derek got ran down in the backfield. So he made and Derek Vickers no slouch. And the CCAA state rankings, he was last week. He was the player of the week last week.
Oh yeah, Coach B. And again, he was doing some special things. He came in there, Coach B, had 181 yards on 17 carries, 3 touchdowns.
DeLeon in the backfield, he pitches it to Vickers, and he picks up 5 yards. He picks up 10 yards. So on third down and about 5 to go, he gets the ball back to about the original line of scrimmage.
Indeed, Coach B. And again, they're just trying to. It looks like they're just trying to get the momentum going, trying to assimilate what the Tigers did with their switching of the quarterback.
So it is fourth down, and it looks like there is a punt, and Yoakum is back to receive that punt.
And, Coach, again, I am certain Coach Kraft is excited about that because that is how you want to start the second half, Coach.
Indeed. That defense, we said, they can hang their hat.
There's no doubt about it.
Yoakum calls for the fair catch, and he steals it at about the 22-yard line. So, and that's what we talked about early. In a situation like that, call the fair catch, come get the ball, and don't lose valuable. It's spotted at the 23-yard line, and don't lose valuable real estate. This is a defensive battle tonight.
There's no doubt about it, Coach B. And both of these defenses, again, we thought maybe it was going to be an offensive showing, but what we've seen 2 stout defenses. However, the Tigers have come over the top.
Spread formation. Anderson and Octa are in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. And now the Tigers are ready to rock and roll. Second quarter, 12 minutes, 28 seconds to go. Anderson keeps the ball 5 yards, 10 yards. He got about 15 yards. He got hit when he was sliding.
Oh, wow.
And that was...
And look at Kraft. He is on the field talking to the referee and letting him know when the quarterback is sliding, Coach B, you can't hit him.
You usually let it go. So the ball is now spotted at the 31-yard line, first and 10, and the Tigers are starting to go fast. They're speeding up their offense. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Octa and Anderson in the backfield. He hands the ball off to Octa. He's dancing in the backfield. He picks up about 5 yards on that first down play. So now you're looking at second and about 5 to go. The ball is now spotted at about the 40. It's between the 41 and 42-yard line. So we're looking at second down and about 5 to go. 11 minutes, 46 seconds to go. The Tigers are still up 17-0. Anderson hands the ball off to Octa, and he gets stuffed in the backfield on that play.
Coach B, number 30 for the Renegades, has came to play a football game, and I'm going to try to pronounce his name. Olawe Zion, sophomore out of Frisco, Texas. This kid can play some football.
Anderson's in the backfield. We have a new running back. Change at running back number 22, number 20, El Toro Allen is in the backfield. And then there is some laundry on the field. The play was stopped prior to the play. No, that was a timeout. That was a timeout.
I was going to say, because you generally know when it's on RCC, because Coach Kraft is in the middle of the field. He's barking out instructions.
So with 11 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the third quarter, RCC Tigers are up 17-0 over the Bakersfield Renegades, and we are so proud and so excited to say the Riverside City College football game of the week, broadcast on Fox Sports 1350, is brought to you in part by the RCC Tiger Backers. The Tiger Backers have supported Riverside City College Tigers athletics since 1980. Their mission is to support and supply resources to the Riverside City College athletic program while enriching the lives of student athletes and increasing community involvement. Athletic coaches, staff, and presidents ask for your help in supporting the athletics by becoming a Tiger Backer. Your annual membership directly impacts nearly 500 student athletes. The athletic program funds 18 athletic programs, and in order to thrive, the department needs your assistance. It is a team effort, and Riverside City College cannot do it without you. For more information about joining the Tiger Backers, call RCCD Foundation at 951-222-8626. That's 951-222-8626, or log on to rccathletics.com/support/Tiger Backers. Once again, that's rccathletics.com/support/Tiger Backers. RCC Foundation is a 501c3 not-for-profit organization.
That was El Toro Allen. Got roughly about 11 yards on the handoff, Coach B, and the Tigers are marching.
Yes, they are. Spread formation once again. Anderson and him coming in has been the difference in the game and the offense. Number one, Anderson for the RCC Tigers has his players in spread formation. He has El Toro in the backfield with him. Two receivers right, two receivers left, and they are marching east on the field for your radio dial. Anderson going deep. He loads up. He has a receiver wide open. And he drops the ball. That would have been at least a 40-yard pickup on that play, just out of the reach of his fingertips.
That was Dominique Madden, Coach B, and that's a product out of Temecula Valley, California, Coach B. And again, he ran, and it looks like he injured the shoulder a little bit. But again, they showed his speed, Coach B, because he clearly outran the defensive back.
10 minutes, 13 seconds to go for your RCC Tigers, still up 17-0. The ball is spotted at the 50, second down and 10 after that first down, incomplete play. Spread formation, two receivers right, two receivers left. Anderson fakes the handoff. He's in the backfield. He's looking. He's dancing. He's going to keep the ball, and he picks up. He slides again, and he picks up about 2 or 3 yards, which is interesting. When a quarterback typically slides, they're not able to get hit.
And he got helmet contact, Coach B. You could see Coach Kraft. He's upset about that. That was helmet to helmet, and he slid, Coach B. I'm a little confused by that play and them not calling the penalty.
3rd and 7. So the RCC Tigers are marching the ball. The ball is spotted at they're now in Bakersfield territory. So the ball is spotted at about the 46-yard line. Spread formation, two receivers right, two receivers left. Quarterback and running back in the backfield. They're headed east on your radio dial. And Anderson's looking deep again. He's going over the top, number 9. He's got him this time. Boom! Touchdown for your RCC Tigers. And that's Eric Brown out of Fontana Summit High School.
Wow, what a great play by Eric Brown. Wide receiver, sophomore, 6'1", 190 pounds, out of Summit.
And with that play, because it was a deep post over the top, it was a fake handoff, and they've been setting that up because, they've been going all night to Octa, and they saw something. That's the second time they've run that play. The first time it was incomplete. This time it was complete. So Coach Kraft and his staff must have saw something.
There's no doubt about it, Coach B. And again, Colin Anderson has turned this thing around. At his first half production, he only went 6 of 8, had 110 yards, 1 touchdown, Coach B, and now he's come up with a really big play for the Tigers and got himself another touchdown for the game.
So John Hilford, number 82, has the extra point. It's up and it is good. He is a kicker, freshman, 6'2", 180 pounds, out of Redlands East Valley.
I know Coach Brewick is excited. He may be here in the stands tonight, Coach B.
He just may. He loves football, and he loves to be around football. He is the son of the legendary Coach Dick Brewick. I mean, his sister is the athletic director at Harupa Hills High School. I mean, that is a sports family.
Man, yes, it is. A legendary sports family, Coach B, here in the Inland Empire.
So with 9 minutes and 45 seconds to go, the Tigers are starting to take control of this game. After starting the first quarter without any points on the board, they've now scored in the second quarter and the third quarter to take command of this game, 24-0.
And it looks like the folks at the California Community College football poll, Coach B, know what they're doing in terms of rating the RCC Tigers #1 in the state of California.
RCC is ready to kick the ball off from their own 35. The Bakersfield Renegades are deep to receive the kickoff, and the kickoff is up. The kickoff is deep, and receiving that ball is number 17. No, he's at the 20. He's at the 25, and he gets stuffed at the 25-yard line, and that's Franklin. No, I'm sorry, that is not. That is for the Renegades. That's going to be number 17. That's Jacko Tomlin, who returns that punt.
And Coach B, he came back in the game. He came back in the game, Coach B, after getting hit pretty hard, and again, he's walking gingerly right now. Let's see if he stays in the game. Hope he does.
Absolutely.
And he does stay in the game, so that's good.
So now for the Renegades, number 15, your quarterback. Once again, we said Cesar De Leon is back there. He has two receivers right. He has a running back in the backfield. He throws a slant.
Oh, my goodness.
And the receiver, oh, my God. It's intercepted. It is intercepted. It was tipped and intercepted by your RCC Tigers, and he got blasted. Number 17 for the Renegades, Jacko Tomlin. I hope that man is all right.
Daryl Mosley out of Flint, Michigan, Coach B, came up, and he made.
So the Tigers get that interception.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he disconnected the player, Coach B, from the football, as you're taught to do in the defensive backfield.
Yes, he did. And you can see when they got up, they were talking. The receiver and the DB were talking.
He let him know, I've been waiting for that one.
Yes, he said, this is my house.
You hear the roar. You hear the roar.
So 9 minutes and 25 seconds to go. The Tigers take over with a 24-0 lead. They have the ball now spotted at about the 28-yard line. They are in business, 1st and 10. They're in the bunch formation. They have the quarterback and running back in the backfield. They're going deep. They're going over the top. And their receiver is wide open. That is another touchdown for Anderson. And he hits number 6 on the play. And that's going to be Dominique Madden. And that was a 23-yard touchdown for your RCC Tigers.
Wow, Coach B. You have seen Colin Anderson come in here and start to make his presence felt. It's good to see, Coach B. I like to see that both the quarterbacks are in there, they're supporting each other, and they're still slapping hands on the sideline. I like to see that.
And now with the Tigers taking a absolute commanding lead on the field to kick the extra point, once again is number 82, John Hilfer. He's looking to put the Tigers up 31-0. And the punt is the extra point is up. The extra point is good. So now the RCC Tigers are up 31-0 in the third quarter with 9 minutes and 19 seconds to go.
I bet the Renegades may want to run a clock.
Yes. So, yes, I think now, well, as you said, when you look at the polls and you see RCC where people were saying, oh, yeah, they're barely ranked number 1, this, again, the Renegades is ranked number 18 in the state, a quality program, and the Tigers are making them look like the Bakersfield High School team right now.
Hey, Coach B, I am really excited to see that these Tigers are coming in here playing the way they're playing right now. Again, first home game of the season, Coach B, and the Tigers, they're jacked up on the sidelines, Coach B. The coaches are running around, they're slapping helmets, Coach B. Wow, it's impressive.
And we were so excited about that halftime show, once again brought to you by the RCC Tiger Backers. Make sure you guys support those Tiger Backers.
Yes, indeed. Good folks over there, Coach B. I got a chance to see them over there by the pasta.
Yes. So RCC is ready to kick the ball off, and the Renegades are deep. It looks like they have a new man that's deep, and that's going to be number 1 for them, and number 1 is going to be Vickers. And Vickers gets the ball out to about there's a flag on the play. He gets the ball out to about the 30-yard line, but we'll see how that stands and if it continues to stand.
Well, there's a little extracurricular activity on the outside there, clearly away from the ball, so I don't know why they were doing that, but that looked like that was Isaiah Webb making a play over there, Coach B. But again, the sophomore Derek Vickers for the Renegades, we haven't really seen a lot of them, Coach B. Again, Vickers really, again, 1 reception in the first half, 13 yards. Last week, he was the featured back for the Renegades, had 181 yards, 17 carries, and 3 TDs, Coach B.
Yes, he's a nice-looking sophomore, 6-footer. He runs running back and as well as wide receiver. So that man's got a future in football.
There's no doubt about it, Coach B. But again, I tell you what.
However,
there's no penalty for the
unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 31.
Oh, they did give him.
That foul will be assessed 15 yards.
15-yard penalty, and I know that's something that Coach Kraft has got to be very upset about. There has been a lot of penalties in this game.
Well, again, there's been, I think Coach Kraft he's a little upset about because they're finding ways to flag the Tigers, but he's not getting the penalties he wants when they're hitting the quarterback. I'm certain he's a little upset about that. He's talking to the refs right now. I'm certain about just that.
And all you want is you want it fair. You want it to be called both ways. So now the ball is going to be spotted at about the 46-yard line for the Renegades. If they go 1st and 10 with 9 minutes and 13 seconds to go, they've got a hill to climb now. They're down 31-0, so we see what they can do tonight.
Oh, yeah, Coach B. It's going to be, I don't know. It's tough.
So they're in a spread formation, 2 receivers to your right, 1 receiver to your left, and you have the running back in the backfield. And he hands off to Vickers. Vickers picks up about 3 or 4 yards on an off-tackle run. So it's going to be 2nd down and about, I would say, maybe 7 yards to go. As the Renegades are trying to get some. Vickers has been the one bright spot for that team tonight.
And Coach B, it looks like they've brought in some new folks for the off RCC defensive line. Number 92, Melvin Johnson. And I also see out there, looks like number 97, Ernest Wagner is still out there playing. And again, this kid is he's one of the studs for the RCC defensive front.
So you're looking at 2nd and 7. The ball is spotted at about the 48-yard line for the Renegades. There's some laundry on the field.
And illegal motion.
False start. Looks like an illegal motion false start, so that's going to push them back, and that's really shooting yourself in the foot.
Coach B, inform our audience, what's the difference between illegal motion and a false start?
Well, false start is when your linemen will go before the snap, and an illegal motion is when the receiver moves and they're not supposed to.
There you go, audience. Right there, right to live from Coach B.
So you're looking now at about a 2nd down, and hopefully Coach Kraft doesn't hear that, and I said something wrong, and he can coach me up.
We'll get an email tomorrow.
He can coach me up. So you're looking at 2nd down and about 13 to go for the Renegades, and getting the ball to Vickers. Oh man, he dances right by pass. He gets 5 yards, 6 yards, 7 yards. He picks up on that play. Looks like he picked up about 7 yards. He got past the original line of scrimmage, which is good. And I said Vickers has been the one bright spot.
I was going to say, Coach, he's a special back, Coach B, and you can see it. He has good feet, good vision. But again, the RCC Tigers have held him in check today.
8 minutes and 3 seconds ago, Tigers up 31-0 over the Bakersfield Renegades, the visiting team. First game of the season here at Wheelock Field for the RCC Tigers, and it's been a great one. We are shotgun, trips to your right, 3 receivers right. Receiver Vickers goes in motion. You got your quarterback in the backfield, De Leon, and he's looking over the top. He's going to Vickers. Oh, and that was almost he would have crawled into the end zone if he would have gotten that interception.
And that was Chad Hill, Coach B. But I can tell you the reason why that pass was rushed, Coach B, is because of Ernest Wagner. I mean, my goodness, again, a 6'5", 235 pounds on the defensive line, and he is causing problems for the Renegades.
And Cesar De Leon, he's a nice-looking quarterback. He's a freshman, 6 foot 1 inch, out of Bakersfield, California. He's from a Centennial High School as well.
No way.
So there's Bakersfield Centennial.
I thought you said he was from. I was about to say
he is from Centennial. So it's 4th down.
They're doing some serious stuff.
So it's 4th down, and they force the punt, and they almost get to him. So in the backfield, he calls a fair catch. So you have a new person that's fielding the punts now, and that's going to be number 13. That's Tremel Davis.
That's going to be 1st and 10.
And that's a smart thing to do. Here's the thing, 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the 20. When you see that and you see that traffic, just fair catch it, and make sure you save real estate for your team.
There's no doubt about it, Coach B. There's no need to force nothing right now on those punts. Because, again, you mess around, Coach B, you get yourself whacked. That's a turnover, and you only have 5 yards to go for the opposing team.
So Colin Anderson is back in the backfield. He hands off to number 7, Akta. Seth Octa.
I'm sure glad you talked to that family, Coach B, because Octa's got a lot. He's got a lot of touches in his game, and somebody would have been very upset with us.
Yes. So he picks up about 2 or 3 yards on that play. So you're looking at second down and about 7 or 8 to go for the RCC Tigers. So we are 7 minutes and 6 seconds to go. RCC in a commanding lead, up 31-0 in this game. Octa gets the ball again right up the gut. He picks up looks like he picked up maybe another 4 or 5 yards on that play. And, I've seen another Renegade. We've seen a couple of them lose their helmets tonight.
Hey, Coach B, they better talk to that equipment manager over there. Again, I tell you what, Coach B, Colin Anderson, and I know I've talked about this kid all night, but he is impressive. He's going through the motion. He's making the fake, Coach B. So he's working this game to where he's getting ready for that play-action fake, and he's trying to throw those Renegades off a little bit with that, at least with the motion.
Looks like there's a timeout. No, there's no timeout on the field, so the ball is spotted at about the 28-yard line. We're looking at 3rd and 3 for the RCC Tigers. 6 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the third quarter, and the handoff once again to Octa. He picks up that first down. Octa looks like he picked up about 6 yards. I tell you right now, the Renegades are having a tough time stopping Octa.
And they're not. And Octa, with the long hair, has his hair tucked into the shoulder pass, so he's making sure they're not going to tackle him by his hair.
So the ball is now spotted at about the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for your RCC Tigers. Coach barks in the call to Anderson. You have Octa in the backfield. His spread formation, 2 receivers to your right, 2 to your left. They're going east on the field for your radio dial. Octa, he fakes the pass to Octa. Anders going big. He's going over the top again to number 15. Oh my God. He almost had a Odell Beckham pass right there.
That's so funny that now that is affectionately coined the Odell Beckham.
Yes.
But again, it looked like it came up with a little cramp. But again, that, at least a good throw by the quarterback. And, and again, he made an attempt on it. That was number 15.
Jacob Herring.
And Jacob, again, let me tell you something about Jacob Herring. He is out of Citrus Hill High School.
So they're back. They're going fast. They're back in spread more formation. They handed off to Octa. He was in the backfield. He picks up 5 yards. He picks up 10 yards. So Octa gets the first down. So RCC, you can see they're changing. They're shuffling some players in, shuffling some players out. Number 22, they run it back. They make a change. So number 22 is El Toro Allen. He comes in, but they're still in the spread formation. You still have Anderson in the backfield for quarterback. You have 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. He gets the call from Coach Kraft, and he adjusts his players so Colin is ready. He's going to go ahead and tell his players where he want to go. So it's 1st and 10. The ball is now spotted at the 45-yard line. And it's a fake, and he goes over the top to number 4. He's at 5 yards, 10 yards. He's down to the 25-yard line. So he picks up about 20 yards on that play. He connected with number 4, and that's going to be Darius Hunter. Darius Hunter is out of Texas. He's a sophomore. He's 5 feet 11 inches, 111 pounds.
And Darius Hunter is probably one of the more physical receivers that I've seen here on the Tigers team. But Coach B, we just saw another Renegade helmet on the field. What's going on out there?
I don't know. 5 minutes, 33 seconds ago. RCC Tigers are up 31-0. 1st and 10. The ball is spotted at about the 24-yard line. Anderson's going to go over top. He pump fakes. He sees something he likes. Oh, he almost. He looks for one player. He went through his progressions, and he was able to find his receiver, but it was incomplete. He was going for 6.
He has an arm, Coach B, but again, I'm glad that, because that was close to being, an interception. So he has to, again, if it's not there, Coach B, there's no need to force it.
So you're looking at second down. The ball, once again, is spotted on about the 25-yard line. 2nd and 10 for the RCC Tigers. At 5 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the third quarter. You got Anderson in the back there. Octa is back in the back. 5 yards, 10 yards. He breaks for 15 yards on a dive play right up the gut. Octa is having an incredible night tonight.
There's no doubt about it, Coach B. And again, he didn't even want to come out the football game to be spelled, Coach B. He's in there, and he's ready to play, and he's ready to score.
1st and goal from the 10-yard line. So RCC is in business. Once again, spread formation. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Octa in the backfield and Anderson in the backfield. Anderson, he looks at the player. It is a nice little screen. So number 6, 5 yards, 10 yards. Number 6 for your RCC Tigers, and that's going to be Dominique Madden out of Temecula Valley High School. 6'5", sophomore, 211 pounds, and he looks good out there.
He's been playing a football game, but again, that play was set up First thing by good blocking by the folks up front, but a really good play fake by the quarterback, Colin Anderson.
And when you say that, it was a wide receiver screen, so it was good blocking by his other fellow receivers.
And they're going to call a chop block on that, Coach B, so it looks like there was a reason why he was that wide open.
Yeah, could be. So that's coming back. So that will not be a touchdown for your Tigers. So now with 4 minutes, 47 seconds to go in the third quarter, your Tigers are still up 31 to 0, over the Bakersfield Renegades.
Indeed, Coach B.
So Octa and Anderson are in the backfield. They still have 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. They look back to Coach Kraft. Coach Kraft is telling them what play they want. They have a comfortable play, so Coach Kraft says, this is what I want. Anderson's got it. He nods his head, and he hands the ball off to Octa. Octa goes 5, 10, 15, and boom! He will not be denied. Octa rushes for a 19-yard touchdown play. So that is your RCC Tigers. That's the first time Octa has seen the end zone tonight.
Yeah, and Coach B, that's why he wanted to stay in the game, because he wanted to bring home that score. He wanted to get that touchdown, Coach B. And again, Octa is a great running back, Coach B. Had 110 yards in the first half.
And Octa is a special back. So with 4 minutes, 41 seconds to go, the Tigers would not be denied. They had to just find another way to get their touchdown, and they got their touchdown.
I don't know, Coach B. Between him and our defensive lineman, I got to figure out which one of them has the best hair.
So number 82 for the RCC Tigers, James Pilfer. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. So your RCC Tigers have put this game in a stranglehold. They're going up 38 to 0. The number one, let me say their name correct, the number 1 ranked team in the state, RCC Tigers, over the number 18 ranked team in the state, the Bakersfield Renegades.
Put some respect on the name, Coach B.
And you can see Coach Kraft. He's sitting there talking to the referee.
He's still working those refs.
He's working those refs. And that's the mark of a good coach.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if Coach Kraft is up 99-0 or it's 14-14. Coach Kraft is always going to be out there coaching.
Yes, he is, Coach B. And again, there's a reason for that, Coach B. You and I both know. He understands that referee crew is going to be there again. You're going to see him again. So he's just letting them know, hey, look out for our boy.
Indeed, indeed. So that is a great game. That was a great play. Octa, he pretty much took that to the house, and he was ready to play some football.
Yes,
so
indeed, Coach B.
Now your Tigers are ready to kick the ball off again. Once again, 4 minutes, 41 seconds to go. The Tigers are up 38 to 0 over the Bakersfield Renegades, and the kickoff is up. The kickoff is deep, and they're fielding the ball in the end zone. Vickers takes the ball. His up man told him to stop, but Vickers said no. Vickers to the 25. He's to the 30. He's to the 35. And you can see why Vickers didn't want to stop. He got the ball all the way out to the 35-yard line. And I will tell you right now, Vickers, I'll say it again, he is a special player.
Hits the number 1, Coach B. That guy can play.
Indeed he can. Vickers.
Hey, I tell you what, though, the kicker made the play.
So Vickers is playing receiver, he's playing running back, and he's doing kickoffs.
Coach, he's rapper, producer, CEO.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So the ball is now spotted at the 37-yard line, and number 15 for the Renegades, Cesar De Leon, is coming out, and he has his team. He has his play, 2 receivers to his right. He has 2 running backs in the backfield. It is the fake handoff. He's going deep. He's going over the top, and it is...
Oh, wow.
And it looks like that may be Vickers.
Yeah, he's complete.
Yes, it was. That was about a 30-yard pass to Vickers.
I mean, he made the play, Coach B, because there was 2 RCC Tiger defenders out there, Coach B, and he somehow got himself in there in the middle of those 2 defenders and made the catch.
And that pass was short. Vickers was running a go route, and he stopped and came back and got the ball. And that's what you always tell your receivers, go get the ball. So once again, they're set up 2 receivers to your left, running back in the backfield. It is a quick pass to Vickers.
Guess who?
And Vickers, he is dancing. He juked about 2 or 3 RCC Tigers, and in the process, he picks up maybe 2 yards.
Wow. That kid is nice. And he's letting the Tigers know, hey, you got to deal with me. But again, I'm certain they pointed to the scoreboard because it's 38-0.
Indeed they will. So he picked up about 4 yards on that quick little quarterback bubble screen. So now once again you have your quarterback, Cesar De Leon. He is in the backfield. He's in the gun. 2 receivers in the backfield with him. He has 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to his left. Vickers goes into motion. De Leon He targets Vickers, but he's not there, so he pitches the ball to number 2. He is a load. Number 2 for the Renegades is going to be Lemieux Hill.
Yeah, Coach B, I tell you what, and again, he's their featured back, and he was only able to bring up 13 yards in the first half, Coach B, what again is a testament to the RCC Tigers defensive line.
That's a 6-foot running back, and he looks all of 6 feet out there.
Oh, Coach, so he's a load, Coach B.
With 3 minutes and 9 seconds to go, the Renegades are probably in some of the best field positions they've been in all game. So they have the ball now spotted at the 23-yard lines for this third down play, and they are in business.
Looks like they're calling a timeout.
And there's a timeout on the field. So what it looks like after having some problems and some difficulties, they're finally starting to get some success out there on the field.
Indeed, Coach B, and again, you never know what Coach Kraft's going to do, but you very well could be looking at a different quarterback leading these Tigers going forward, Coach B, because I'm very impressed with what I see with Colin Anderson, and also out of the featured running back, Seth Aka.
Yes, Aka is our guy. Aka is definitely our guy, and once again, I'm just so happy I saw their family earlier today.
Goodness, Coach B, you had Coach B, we're not going to tell them the way you had it pronounced.
I'll just say it wasn't right. It wasn't right.
You had it broken down phonetically too, Coach B.
So the Renegades are back on the field, third down, and about 4 to go. It is a draw play. It is a fake, and there is Vickers. Gets to the end zone, and Vickers picks up about 24 yards on that dive play. It was misdirection, and he takes it to the house.
That kid, you may be seeing that kid on Saturdays, for one of those D1 schools, Coach, because that kid he's a football player.
He is special. He is a sophomore, as we said, wide receiver. He's a running back, and he takes the punt return, or kickoff.
And last week he only had 181 yards, 17 carries, 3 touchdowns in a win over Chafee.
He was the player of the week. So the extra point is up, and this is the first time we've seen him. The extra point was Jacob Young for the Renegades. The extra point is up. The extra point is good. So with 2 minutes and 59 seconds to go in the third quarter, the Renegades finally get on the board. That's something that is positive for them. On the long trip home, you don't want to go home with a goose egg.
Indeed, Coach B. You want to have some kind of positivity to talk about with your team. But wow, it is a great night tonight, Coach B. It feels good. Has to be like in the high 80s, Coach B, here in the great city of Riverside. The Riverside Community Tigers up in this football game in the third quarter, 38-7, with a little under 3 minutes to go.
Indeed. So now the RCC Tigers, they're ready to take the kickoff. It's been a while since they had to take a kickoff, but they're ready to take back the kickoff, and they've got it looks like they got Yoakum back there ready to take the ball, and then they got one of his teammates back there to get it as well. So we are ready for that kickoff, and we're ready to make it happen. So that's going to be Malik Holcomb. And Holcomb gets the ball. He takes the ball at about the 12-yard line, and he has some blockers. And he reverses his field, and I don't know if that was a great idea. So he gets the ball, and now the ball is going to be spotted at about the 15-yard line.
Well, Coach, most coaches teach you, if you're not Barry Sanders or Deion Sanders, don't do the reverse the field thing.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. So with 2 minutes, 49 seconds to go in the third quarter, your RCC Tigers will take over the ball at the 15-yard line. They just gave up some points for the first time tonight, so we will see if they can go ahead and respond. And once again, the quarterback in the backfield is Colin Anderson. In the backfield, he has with him Seth Octa, and he has spread formation, 2 receivers to his right, 2 receivers to his left. And Colin likes to play. He sees. He's got it, and he's handed off. Actually, I stand corrected. That was a handoff to number 22. So number 22 is going to be El Toro Allen.
We might have to give El Toro. I mean, with a name like that, generally you have a nickname, Coach B. He needs no nickname.
Exactly. So he picked up about 5 yards on that play. So you're looking at second down and about 5 yards, and it looks like is there a timeout on the play? There is an official's timeout. So, we were talking about the Tiger backers, and I love talking about, the officials we're going to go into some Tiger bags. We'll bring that up. So the officials stopped it, and now they started the clock back up. 2nd down and 5 for the ball is spotted at the 20-yard line for your RCC Tigers. Anderson's in the backfield. He fakes the handoff. He's going over the top. He's going to number 15. Number 15 cut his route short, and number 15 is Jacob Hearing, and he cut his route short. So that play was a little bit deeper than he expected, and by the time he tried to adjust, it was too late for him.
Indeed, Coach B. And one of the things I like to see right now, what I'm seeing with these Tigers, they were able to have a great balance, throwing the ball, running the ball, and we're seeing that right now because, again, you saw in the first half, all you saw was Atta and Allen being the featured backs. Now you're seeing Colin Anderson come into play, and he's starting to kind of wing that ball around.
So 3rd and 5, ball spotted at the 25 for the RCC Tigers. Quick pass to number 15. Once again, that was to Jacob Hearing, and that was an incomplete pass. So you had a quick 3 and out for the RCC Tigers.
Yeah, and I know right now, Coach B, again, I mean, you don't want to say, you know, anything can happen, but anything can happen, Coach B. You know, so you don't want to give up points, right? And we saw some you know, a crazy change of a dramatic change of events last night. So it's not like it can't happen.
Yes, indeed. So you're looking at 2 minutes and 17 seconds to go. Your RCC Tigers are still holding on to a commanding lead. They're up 38-7 over the Bakersfield Renegades.
Yeah, and the Renegades made a trip down from up north. Made the trip down, and again, you know, they have some fans here. You know, you see some red, you do see a little sea of red on the opposite side there. So, you know, some folks made the trip down to Bakersfield, here to Riverside, to see the 2-0 Renegades take on the Tigers.
Well, we're Southern California boys, so we want to make sure we show these Central California kids some love and send them home with a loss. So your RCC Tigers are going to go ahead and punt the ball, and they're punting the ball, and that's Hilfer, and he punts the ball and calling for the fair catch for your
Tiger bounce.
It was a great Tiger bounce. The ball bounced at about the 45-yard line. It's still rolling, and the ball rose to the 36-yard line. And calling the fair catch for the Renegades was Jacob Thomas. So the Renegades will take over in some decent field position. They're going to have the ball at about the 37-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 with 2 minutes and 4 seconds to go. They're still down 38-7 to the RCC Tigers, the number 1 ranked team in the state, versus the number 18 ranked team in the state. It's been a great, exciting game tonight.
Guaranteed. They're going to need Moses to come split this seat, Coach B, in order to come back.
So number 15, Cesar De Leon, is in the backfield. He has two running backs with him. He has 2 receivers to his right and 1 receiver to his left. And it is a fake over the top, and he almost got blasted. But number 45 gets the ball. He picks up 5 yards, 10 yards, 15 yards. So number 44 for the Renegades, and that's going to be, for the Renegades, that's Deontay Willis.
Coach B and those DBs are making some business decisions about trying to bring him down because number 44 carries the load.
Yes, he is. He is 6'2", and he is a big guy. He is a large man. So he moves the ball up to about the 46 yards. Now he's in RCC territory.
Yep.
So now they're on the other side of the 50-yard line. So they're west of the 50. De Leon, it's a fake. Once again, he rolls out. It looks like pretty much the same play, but he gets popped this time. And there's a flag on the play.
Oh, my goodness.
So number 44, that's going to be Deontay Willis again. He gets popped on that play, and we'll see what the call is.
And, Coach, on the tackle, that was number 35, James Reeder, out of Rancho Verde, with a big hit right there. So I don't know if he was I guess they're saying he was out of bounds when he made the hit.
Yes. So it looks like they stuck him with a personal foul. Yes, so that was a personal foul they had out there. So once again, we're looking at 1 minute 38 seconds ago. The Tigers up 38. The visiting Bakersfield Renegades have 7, but it looks like they found their way. So now they have the ball spotted at about the 26-yard line, and they're marching. They are marching. They hand the ball off to number 2. He does a sweep. He goes 5 yards. He goes 10 yards, and they hand the ball off to number 2, and that's going to be Lemio Hill, and he's finding something.
And, Coach B, let me tell you something. You have a 15-minute fourth quarter, Coach B. There can be a change of event. It can go in the favor of the Renegades.
Indeed. So you're looking now at 3rd down and about 2. The ball is now spotted at about the 17-yard line. And as I said, they are now in the red zone, and they are marching. 59 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's a fake. And who was that? Of course, it was the Wildcat, and who else would keep the ball but Vickers?
Oh yeah, and they're, and hey, if I am the Renegade faithful, I am petitioning to get Vickers a lot more touches.
I know they're happy he got on the bus today.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, Coach.
So on that play, it was stuffed. There was no gain. So you're looking now at third down and about 2. And again, the ball is spotted at about the 17-yard line. DeLeon is back in the backfield. He has two running backs with him, one receiver left, one receiver right, and he rolls out. He's looking for Vickers. No, he doesn't. He goes underneath, and once again he hits his running back, and that's going to be number 44, and that's going to be Deontay Willis.
And that was Ladero Mosley, Coach B, on the tackle, defensive back for the RCC Tigers.
Yes. So now we're starting to wind down to the end of the third quarter. You have about 11 seconds, and it looks like Bakersfield is going to go ahead and let this go into the fourth quarter. They're walking over to the sidelines. It looks like they're going to regroup and talk about what they could do in this fourth and final quarter.
Hey, Coach B, they got that cannon over there. I mean, my goodness.
Yes, that cannon has scared me a couple of times.
Good thing I'm not shell-shocked, Coach B. My goodness.
And it is
I saw you jump a couple times.
Yes, indeed. But, you think about it. Once again, we're at RCC Stadium. We're in beautiful. Is this downtown Riverside? Or?
It's close to downtown. It's in the shadow of downtown Riverside. You're still getting the ambiance. We're right here. Again, right close to the historical sports clinic. And RCC itself is a historical place. Now, mind you, Coach B, a little background. This campus right here was at one time Riverside College.
Isn't that something?
That's crazy.
That is something. That is amazing. So we're going into the fourth and final quarter. Your RCC Tigers are up 38-7 over the Bakersfield Renegades. The number 1 ranked team in the state would, of course, be the RCC Tigers. The number 18 ranked team in the state would be the Bakersfield Renegades. Been an exciting game. Bakersfield is starting to find their way, and they've got it going now.
Well, Coach B, if they can find a way to score right here, Coach B,
spread formation. Vickers is in the Wildcat. It's a direct snap. He had 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. And you got to think to yourself, if Vickers in the backfield, chances are he's not going to pass the ball.
No, there's no doubt about that. He's... you want to say he's almost like Bo Jackson out there. You might see him kicking. You might see, I don't know if is he coaching?
So he picked up about 2 yards on that play. The ball is spotted at about the 12-yard line. They're deep in the red zone with 14 minutes, 34 seconds. Now we're in the fourth quarter. RCC still commanding lead of 38-7 in this contest. DeLeon is in the backfield. He's looking over the top. He's putting it up, and he is going for.
Oh, wow.
He is targeting Vickers on the fade route. It was a post in the end of the end zone, and it's pretty much Vickers is the guy that they're going to this quarter.
And, Coach B, I'm impressed with Vickers' stamina. Okay, he's finally going to wave to come out, it looks like. I was about to say, my goodness, this guy's stamina is incredible.
Yes.
Yeah, because he's getting he's getting a direct snap going to shotgun. Going to Wildcat. It's impressive.
Yes. So you're looking at third down. The ball once again is spotted on the 12-yard line. So the Tigers are up 38-7. An amazing game. DeLeon's in the backfield. He's looking over the top. It's a quick pitch to the left. He pitches the ball. It picks up 5 yards. He picks up. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
So that was a quick pitch once again to LaMelo Hill, and that was a great little play for them. And they're on third down. Was that the play to run on third down?
Well, Coach B, again, right now they're gonna use all 4 downs, Coach B. They're gonna use. Again, right now it's not a situation where you get fourth down, you're gonna kick it. You're gonna try to go for it right here, Coach B, because they're down pretty significant.
That's a good point. When you're down 7-38, and they're gonna go for it. They're gonna go for it on fourth down.
There's no question.
And
what a bull rush.
Wow. That may change everything. There was some laundry on the field,
and that's gonna go against the Renegades.
So the ball was spotted on the 5-yard line, fourth down. Looks like there was a false start on the line, so that's going to push you back 5 yards.
There's no doubt about it. And they were already, and that's tough, Coach B, because you went from fourth and very manageable to fourth, and I need a lot of help.
Yes, so the ball is now spotted at about between the 10 and the 11-yard line for the Renegades. This changes your call play.
There's no doubt about it, Coach B. Again, and let's see where Vickers is. Because if I'm Coach Kraft and the rest of the Tiger defensive the coaching staff, I'm looking for Vickers.
And he was targeting Vickers. You were right. They were in the spread formation, and they were targeting.
And he was open.
Vickers. He was open. The quarterback did not get it to him. So now you turn over on downs. But the thing with that, it's you want to get points, but the one thing about that, now the Tigers are pent deep.
There's no doubt about it. But, again, I think right here you're going to see Colin Anderson hand the ball off to our guy, Seth Octa.
Yes. So with 13 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the fourth, the RCC Tigers have a commanding lead of 38-7 over the Bakersfield Renegades.
It looks like there's a change at running back, Coach B, I want to say.
So we have spread formations, 2 receivers to your right, 1 to your left. You have your Anderson in the backfield, and he hands off, and you are correct. There was a
34.
change at running back, so number 34 is going to be your running back. So number 34 for your RCC Tigers is going to be Tyree Range out of San Diego, Rancho Purdue, class of 2015.
And, Coach B, I'm impressed. You know, if I'm a Tiger, I'm a little jacked up about those uniforms.
Absolutely. So on that first down play, we'll see what the call. It looks like he didn't gain any yards on that play. I don't see the guy on the change moving.
Well, yeah. Well, there's a renegade defender down, but no, they moved the chains. He got about 8 yards.
Oh, yeah, you are correct. He did get about 8 yards. For a minute, he didn't move for a minute.
Yeah, I think they had to
he had to follow the referee.
Yeah, and the referee was doing a little jigsaw over there, Coach B.
Yeah. You know, I'm just looking out for the guy on the change. I don't want Kraft to get into it.
Yeah, hence why he's standing on the other side of the field.
Absolutely. So you're looking at second down and about 2 to go. The ball is now spotted at about the 18-yard line with 13 minutes to go. Second down for the RCC, the number 1 team in the state.
And Coach Kraft is one of those old-school guys. Doesn't wear a headset, Coach B, at all.
Anderson is in the backfield. He hands the ball off. He picks up 5 yards. He picks up 10 yards. He hurdles a player. Wow. So number 34, Tyree Range, hurdles a player on the way to 15 yards and a 1st and 10.
That was a really good play. Again, Coach B, you see that and you hold your breath, Coach B, because you're taught to keep your feet on the ground. Because again, you leave yourself vulnerable for a big hit.
That's a good-looking freshman out there for sure.
There's no doubt about it.
So 1st and down, the ball is now spotted at the 34-yard line for the RCC Tigers. Anderson's in the backfield. He has spread formation, 1 receiver right, 2 receiver left, running back in the backfield. He has his play. It is a handoff once again to Tyree. And Tyree is, he is gashing Bakersfield right now.
Well, because again, right now, they're feeling the fourth quarter pressure, Coach B. You know, what you want to do is run the ball down their throat. And then in the fourth quarter, you start seeing that team start to go for some wins and making some submissions.
So on 1st and 10, Tyree Range picks up 9 yards. So now you're looking at second down and very manageable. Second down and 1st down. This might be a play where you do some play action. You go over the top because you only have 1 yard for a 1st down. So Anderson's in the backfield. He has 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left, and he is set. He is in the shotgun. Nope, they go right up the middle, hand it off. They get the 1st down on that play. Oh, there's a fumble. There is a fumble. It looks like the Tigers jumped back on that.
There are 2 Tigers that hopped all over that. But you can see Colin Anderson kind of getting that play action, just as you alluded to, Coach B, working on that play action and getting it set up.
And that was number 21 for the RCC Tigers. 21 with a handoff, and that's Craig Lee. He is a freshman out of San Bernardino, went to Redlands. The referee is saying
local talent, Coach B.
The referee is saying wind the clock. Get that clock going. So 11 minutes, 32 seconds ago, the white hat is saying, hey, let's get that clock going. Spread formation.
He has an appointment later on.
Right, spread formation, 2 receivers to your right, 1 receiver to your left. You got your running back in the backfield. You got Anderson in the backfield. He likes to play. He's ready. He's in the shotgun. He hands off the ball to number 34, and he is a stretch play, and he picks, my goodness.
That face mask?
Yes, that had to be an outrageous face mask. Number 34, Tyree Range. He just really got tackled by his face mask.
He tackled him like he knows him from somewhere, Coach B.
Yes, so that's 1st down, and on the play, Tyree picked up about 6 or 7 yards, and the referee threw the flag, and you can see that was a big, and this is what we were talking about with Coach Kraft. Coach Kraft just wants the game to be called fair.
Indeed.
If you're going to flag us, flag them.
There's no doubt about it.
They waived the call. They waived the call.
Wow. I mean, Coach B, we're a ways away, and it was clear he tackled him by the face mask. I don't know any other way he could have gotten him down, and especially in the way that he went down.
So second and 5 for the RCC Tigers. 11 minutes and 1 second to go. The Tigers still up 38-7 over the Bakersfield Renegades. Hands the ball right once again off to number 34, Tyree Renegade. Tyree looks like he may have picked up that first down. It's going to be very close. Looks like he picked up maybe 5 yards.
That's what it looks like to me, Coach B. It looks like he bulldozed his way right through the Renegade front 7 right there, Coach B, to get that first down. Oh, yeah, he's about a yard short.
Looks like maybe an inch short, a foot or two short.
Yeah, a football short.
So it's third down and about a foot to go. The ball is spotted now at about the 44-yard line for the RCC Tigers. It's a handoff. Not direct snap, but it's a handoff once again to Tyree Range. And he only needed about a foot. He picked up about 3 yards. The RCC Tigers are moving. They're on your radio dial. They're going west on the football field, and they're saying, hey, there's an end zone down there that says Tigers on it, and we have reservations for 6.
And they're right there close to that middle of the field with that. I like that mark. I mean, that what do you call that right there in the middle of the field? I mean, the RCC logo.
Yes.
I mean, I'm certain there's a word for it. Outside of logo.
Midfield. So now the ball once again is spotted at the 41-yard line. It is a handoff to Tyree, and they are working. And Tyree gets stuffed in the backfield. So Tyree gets stuffed, and he loses about a yard or 2. So you're going to be looking at about second down and about 12 with, once again, 9 minutes, 42 seconds to go. RCC Tigers, you talk about a commanding lead. If you ever thought of one, this is it, 38-7.
And Coach B, they must have about 6 running backs on this RCC Tigers football team.
You know, when you have a program like this, you have the success talent follows, and they are stacked at every position.
No question. Yeah, that receiver, obviously at quarterback as well.
Number 1, Anderson's back in the backfield, 2 receivers to his right, 2 receivers to his left. He has a quarterback, and it looks like there is a timeout on the play. Kraft didn't like something he saw. So what we want to tell you is, once again, we are so excited. We're so proud. Athletic coordinator, athletic director, Jim Woolridge just popped his head in here, so we just saw Mr. Woolridge. We appreciate him.
And he had a smile on his face, so hopefully maybe somebody told him they could hear the broadcast, and it sounded magical.
I hope so. So Riverside City College Football Game of the Week broadcast on Fox Sports 1350 is brought to you in part by the RCC Tiger Backers. The Tiger Backers have supported Riverside City College athletics since 1980. Their mission is to support and supply resources to the Riverside City College athletic programs while enriching the lives of student athletes and increasing community involvement. Athletic coaches, staff, and president ask for your help in supporting athletes by becoming a Tiger Backer. Your annual membership directly impacts nearly 500 student athletes. The athletic department funds 18 athletic programs, and in order to thrive, the department needs your assistance. It's a team effort, and Riverside City College cannot do it without you. For more information about joining the Tiger Backers, call RCCD Foundation at 951-222-8626. That's 951-222-8626, or log on to www.rcathletics.com/support for, we got to play. We got number 22. While we were away, number 22 made a big run, but there is laundry on the field. So to go back, to support the Tiger Athletics, log on to rcathletics.com/support/Tiger Backers. That's www.rcathletics.com/support/Tiger Backers. RCC Foundation is a 501c not-for-profit organization.
Indeed, Coach B. That's something right there, Coach B. I mean, again, the backers, Woolridge, thank you so much. Again, this is an honor for us, Coach B. And again, we take it as such, and we're so proud to be here. And again, we couldn't think of being anywhere else tonight.
Absolutely. Your hometown, born and raised in Riverside. You went to RCC right out of high school. You're a Ramona Ram, so this has got to be special for you. So after that penalty, the RCC Tigers pushed the ball back to the 50-yard line. So you're 2nd and 20. This is a quick pitch to couldn't see the number. So that was, wow, he got extra. That is
and they're not going to throw a flag on that, Coach B.
That was a pass, so Anderson connects to number 4. So number 4 is Darius Hunter. Darius Hunter. I apologize.
And Darius Hunter has been playing himself. Again, I'd have to say he's one of the more physical receivers on this RCC Tigers football team.
8 minutes and 16 seconds to go. Your RCC Tigers still commanding lead. They're up 38-7 over the visiting Bakersfield Renegades. The ball is down. That was a good pickup on that after that penalty. 3rd down and about 12 yards to go. Spread formation. Anderson in the backfield. 2 receivers to his right, 2 receivers to his left. Has a running back in the backfield with him. This is a true spread, and it is a draw play to number 22, 5 yards.
Wow.
He's dancing. He is dancing. He gets to that corner, to the 30. He's to the 25. And that is going to be for the RCC Tigers, number 22, El Toro Allen.
Tiptoe. I mean, this guy right here, smooth running back, Coach B. But again, he has some support. The blockers make some really, really good blocks on his way to some big pickups.
So that's going to be 1st and 10 for the RCC Tigers. The ball is spotted at about the 23-yard line with 7 minutes and 28 seconds to go.
That clock is running.
RCC is there. They've got something going right now. First down. Anderson's in the backfield. He has his running back in the backfield with him. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. It is a handoff to number 34. He gets absolutely, it's going to be, that's Tyree Raines. That was a shoestring tackle if I ever did see one.
And, you know, again, that's just to let you know. I mean, this Renegades team is no slouch, but it just shows you how good of a team the Tom Kraft coached RCC Tigers are tonight.
Yes, absolutely. So Coach Kraft is, all he does is win. He's been here since 2012. All he does is win. Spread formation. You got 2 receivers to your right, 1 receiver to your left. You got your running back in your backfield. You got Anderson barking out his plays. It is a handoff once again to number 34. He gets to the 20. He gets to the 15. He won't be stopped. He gets to the 10. It takes about 3 men to bring him down, and that was number 34 for your RCC Tigers, and number 34 is going to be Tyree Raines.
If somebody stiff-arms me like that, I'm going to personally tell the ref to throw a flag on him. My goodness.
That's a man out there playing.
Yeah, it is. Grown man.
That is a full man out there. So the RCC Tigers, as we said, there's a timeout on the field. They've got some things going, and they are looking good out there.
Coach B, there are some kids out here with some great hair. I am telling you. I think I might want to grow the hair back, Coach B. It might take about 5 years.
Yeah, my hair and I broke up. But, one thing that I love to talk about is the Tiger backers.
Please.
The Tiger goals is and this is what I like. When you look at Tigers, their acronym Tigers stands for tradition, upholding the tradition of the Tiger backers, involvement, encourage involvement in the Tiger backers, greatness, encourage greatness in those who support, enrich the lives of support, enrich the lives of our student athletes, results, be goal-oriented and achieve desired results, success, increase the success of the Tiger backers organization and RCC athletics. Is that great or what?
That really is good, Coach B. And again, it shows because you got a top-flight program here, and they're getting the job done.
Spread formation. Anderson looking over the top. He threw him a little bit on the first down play. The ball was spotted at about the 11-yard line. That was an incomplete pass for Anderson. He was targeting his receiver, and his receiver was number 85 on that play. So that was just an incomplete pass. But it looked good. It's good to see that they're still looking to pass the ball and move the ball.
Indeed, Coach B. And that's going to be Evan Rodriguez out of Menifee Heritage, Coach B, another local player.
Mm-hmm. So we're in spread formation, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. And Anderson hands the ball off to Mr. Dependable on that second down play. Mr. Dependable, Mr. Durable, a man against boys. That's Tyree Raines out there. And, boys, he having a great second half.
He really is.
5 minutes, 59 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. The RCC Tigers once again are up 38-7. The ball is spotted now on the 5-yard line. So you're looking at 3rd and 5 to go for your RCC Tigers.
And they're working that clock, Coach B. So I'm sure Tom Kraft says, Coach Kraft, said, slow it down a little bit. Let's pace ourselves and walk out here with this victory.
Spread formation, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. And there goes Tyree. I could have drove my Suburban through that hole.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. That was off tackle. And when you look at that hole, Eternal, I could have driven my Suburban through it.
Coach B, I could have walked. And I do mean moonwalk right through that hole right there, Coach B.
I don't want to talk about my 40 time, but it wasn't good.
Oh, Coach B,
I could have made it through that hole.
Coach B, I told you I got a great story about my 40 time. One day I came home, I told my dad, I said, Dad, I ran a 4.7. He said, boy, was you jogging?
So number 82 for your RCC Tigers, and that's going to be John Hilford. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. So the RCC Tigers, this game has been dominated all game by RCC. They are now up 45-7 over the visiting Bakersfield Renegades. 5 minutes, 32 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. This game is we were expecting a much tougher game, but this just shows you the dominance of RCC.
And Coach B, you got to think, this game, we were well into the second quarter, Coach B, and it was 0-0.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have seen Colin Anderson come in here, lead the Tigers on a scoring arsenal.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So the RCC Tigers, they're ready. They are set. They are looking to close this game out strong. And like we said, you look on the sidelines, you see Coach Kraft. He's still coaching his players up.
Yep.
He's still talking to assistants. So he hasn't taken the game off.
Yeah, and he still said, I don't want a headset neither.
Mm-hmm. That's very true. He's one of those old school coaches, like you say.
Oh, yeah.
So number 49 for your RCC Tigers is looking to kick the ball off, and that's Julian Castro. He's from Las Vegas out of Legacy High School.
Indeed.
So he's ready to kick the ball off from his own 35-yard line. The kick is up. The kick is deep. And there to get the ball for the Bakersfield Renegades is number 17. That's Jacko Tomlin. And Jacko gets the ball. He's dancing. He gets the ball up to about the 15-yard line. And that's one of those situations. He fielded the ball at about the 5-yard line. Maybe he should have let that go over his head.
Yeah, Coach B. He was met with about 5 Tigers, Coach B, and they all had bad intentions.
Indeed, they did. So the Renegades are ready. They're trotting out on the field, and they are ready to play some football. We're looking to see, has there been a quarterback change? No, same quarterback. DeLeon is out there. DeLeon is out there. He has a spread formation. He's in the shotgun. He has 2 receivers to his right. He has 2 receivers now to his left. His receivers confused. No, he's running off of the field. So they had too many men on the field.
Oh, he was confused, Coach. You got it right the first time.
Yes. So he's going deep, and he connects with number 89, and 89 takes a big shot. And number 3 lets him know that he came to pop him.
And that's Chad Hill, Coach B, all the way from New York City. Oh, well, you know what? My fault. He's from York, South Carolina. Sorry about that.
So number 89, Logan Soto was the one on that reception.
I saw York, Coach B. I got a little excited. I thought it was New York City.
So 1st and 10, the ball is now spotted at about the 28-yard line for the Bakersfield Renegades.
Yes, sir.
So we have spread formation, 2 receivers to your left, 1 to your right. Hand off is to the running back. And the running back, he's not getting very much yards at all for the running back. So that is a tough run. So number 2 is your running back, and that's going to be Lemio Hill.
And what I said, Coach B, again, you got to think, coming out of the first half, Coach B, the Renegades were only able to drum up 20 yards on the ground, Coach B. So, again, RCC Tigers have managed and put a stop to the Renegades running game.
4 minutes and 24 seconds to go here in the fourth and final quarter for the RCC Tigers. DeLeon is in the backfield. He's looking deep. He's going over the top, and he's targeting number 8. And it was a great pass. It was a fade route, deep post, and it looks like they picked up about 25 yards, and that was number 8, his receiver, and that's going to be Jasmine Fed. That was a great play, great drawn up.
And, Coach B, that was number 32, Arnell Anderson from Chicago, Illinois, on the coverage. And he had help right there, Coach B, but it was a well-thrown ball, and number 8 was able to make the reception for some big yardage for the Renegades.
So the Renegades are back in the backfield. DeLeon he hands off to number 2, and that's going to be Lemio Hill.
There's a flag on the play.
And he did not get very many yards.
The quarterback tried to get a little physical in there, Coach B.
And there's another lost helmet for the Renegades. I don't know who their helmets are, but they may want to change the flyers.
And again, think about this, Coach B. We haven't seen one RCC helmet on the turf tonight.
Absolutely. So now with 3 minutes, 51 seconds to go, RCC Tigers are up 45-7 over the visiting Bakersfield Renegades. So now you're looking at the ball is spotted at the 45-yard line. So the Renegades are now east of the 50-yard line. They are in RCC's territory.
And Coach B, right now, again, they called offside on the Tigers. So it looks like they're trying to anticipate the snap and jumped a little early.
So now you're looking at 1st and 5. And now the ball is now spotted on the 39-yard line for the Renegades. They're not giving up. They're in spread formation, 2 receivers to your right, 1 to your left. You have your running back in the backfield. And they are not giving up. They're still playing hard. They're still saying, hey, we still want to eat, win or lose. We still want to play this game. We want to play this game tough. And that was a run off tackle to number 36. That's the first time we've seen him on the field. 36 is going to be your running back. That's going to be Giovanni Perez. He's a sophomore out of Lindsay, California.
And they got Vickers moving all over the place. I mean, he was just wide to the right, and now he's looks like he's like slot receiver right now, Coach B.
They had shotgun trips to your left, and there's a quick pitch to number 2 for the Renegades, and that's going to be Lemio Hill. And Lemio is playing some ball, so it was 2nd and about 5. So now we're looking. So the Renegades are really starting to do something. They're starting to pick up the pace. The ball is now spotted at about the 36-yard line. So you're looking at 3rd down and about 3 to go for the Bakersfield Renegades.
Well, you know, you gotta tip your cap to the Renegade football team because, again, they could just pack it up and say, hey, we're done here, but they're still playing the hard-nosed football.
Spread formation, 2 receivers to your right, 1 to your left. You got your running back, and that's Lemio Hill, and he picks up the 1st down with 2 minutes and 29 seconds to go. The Renegades are not going away. They are not going to give up. They've got the ball now spotted at about the 31-yard line, 32-yard line, and they are not giving up tonight.
No doubt about it, Coach B. No doubt about it.
So now when you look at the Renegades, they're still out there on the field. De Leon is got his team. He's got his play. He's got 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to his left. He's got his running back in the backfield. He's in the shotgun, and he's going deep. He's looking over the top. He's going to the end zone, and he's targeting Vickers. And Vickers is there, and Vickers and the ball was deflected, and Vickers almost made a huge play. But you know when he's out there, they're probably going to go to him.
And Coach B, there was pressure by number 6-7 of the Riverside Community College Tigers. And my goodness, Jesse Yabera, freshman, goes 280 from Riverside Poly, Coach B, and he was all over that quarterback.
Indeed, he was. So you're looking now at 1 minute and 54 seconds to go. It is still 2nd down and 10. The ball is spotted at the 32-yard line for the Renegades, and they're looking deep again. And it's a quick little drag route, and that was connected to number 89 for the Renegades. He did a little drag route over the top, and that's going to be Logan Soto. Great little play, about an 8-yard pickup.
I got to say, the tackle was made by a kid I've seen. I got a chance to see this kid over at Rancho Verde, my main man, Rico Matt. Number 43 for the Riverside Tigers.
Great little play, great little pickup for the Tigers. For the Bakersfield Renegades. They're still in this. 2 receivers in the back, 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, and the receiver, it looks like the corner bodied him up and forced him out of bounds. That's Jacko Tomlin. He got muscled out of bounds, but that's the thing. When you're out there, you're jostling, you're going after it, you can do that.
And that was Brandon Brooks, Coach B, defensive back, 6'3", 185. You're taught to do that, Coach B. You're taught to use your body as the sideline as an additional defender and try to get that guy out of bounds.
So now it's 4th down and still about 5 to go. The ball is spotted at the 25-yard line, 1 minute, 16 seconds to go. This may be the final stand for if they don't get this may be the final play of the night for Bakersfield, because I'm sure Kraft will go in victory formation. And now there is a flag on the play, which is probably going to be a false start.
Yeah, they're going
false start. And indeed it was on the Bakersfield Renegades. So 1 minute, 16 seconds to go. It's going to push them back another 5 yards. So now you're looking, the ball is now spotted at the 30-yard line. So now you're looking at a 4th and 8 for the Renegades with just about a minute and 16 seconds to go. So Bakersfield, so we'll see what they can do. This is going to change your play call. They're still in spread formation. They have 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. You have your quarterback and your running back in the backfield. And if I was a betting man, I would say it's probably going to go to Vickers.
Yeah, he's wide out to the left, Coach B. He's looking right at him all the way. A lot of pressure.
And the quarterback scrambles, and no, he is stopped, so that will be a turnover on downs. They were glued to Vickers, and they were not going to let him get away. The quarterback scrambles to the left and picks up about 4 yards, and that's probably going to do it tonight because I'm sure Coach Kraft is a coach that has a lot of class, and I'm sure he's going to go into victory formation.
Yeah, and that was number 43, my guy, Rico Madden. I don't know if that's Rico Madden out there, though, Coach B. I don't know. They said it's 43.
So with 1 minute and 8 seconds to go, the Tigers take over on downs, up 45-7 over the Bakersfield visiting Renegades. So we will see they got the quarterback going out there. They got Colin Anderson trotting out on the field, and we'll see, is this going to be victory formation? Because you can take it, and it looks like they're bunched up, and it looks like they will take a knee. So it's first down. The ball is spotted at the 25, and yes, like I said, Anderson will take a knee, and that will make the clock start to run. With 1 minute and 7 seconds to go, the clock is now dialing down to 1 minute. So what they'll do, there's a 35-second game play clock in college football. So they'll sit there and they'll probably take 1 or 2 knees. Good call, Coach B. So we'll take a look at that. So you're looking at about 44 seconds to go. So they'll probably need to take about 1 more knee.
For this to be a done deal here.
Absolutely. So what they'll probably do is they'll get right under center, right where it gets down to about that 1 second mark. You're looking at about 31 seconds. They take a knee right now. So if you look at that, once the clock resets, there's going to be no need to take another play. So your RCC Tigers will defeat the visiting Bakersfield Renegades at a score of 45-7. What a game tonight.
Great game, Coach B. What a great call by the coaching staff for the RCC Tigers, undefeated. And again, it looks like they're probably going to still maintain their #1 rank in the great state of California.
And that is a ball game. So along with my co-host from IE Sportsnet Eternal, I am Coach B, and we're saying so long from RCC Stadium on the campus of Riverside City College, reminding you that tonight's final score was RCC Tigers 45, the visiting Bakersfield Renegades 7.
You are tuned into the new home for IE Sportsnet every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. with Coach B.
And Eternal. When it comes to Inland Empire sports, the conversation starts and stops here.
On Fox Sports Radio 1350 a.m. IE Sportsnet every Saturday morning, 8 a.m.